There we go. Aha. Can you hear me? Can you all see my little kitty face? Meow. Ha ha ha! There we are. Fantastic. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. You missed my really big stretch, where I stretched out and just felt the warm afternoon sun on the back of my neck. Could be louder? What about now? Or now? Now? Now. How now, brown cow? Ugh. Are you excited for today? Hi, Greg. It's gonna be a good one. This was a fantastic recommendation by the Discord community, and I gotta say, it's something that we always kind of played with doing with y'all in the future, but you know, no time like the present. And oh, my lovely little kittens and arcaders, we've got plans today. We've got plans, but first, tell me how you are. How are all of you doing? How's your week been? Do I normally use Bing? Oh. Microsoft is the only search engine that will pay you to use it. So I use Microsoft Bing because sometimes the results are better. Weirdly, Google is, but also because they'll give me gift cards to things, and that's a great way to save money. But tell me about your week. How have you been? How are you doing? It's been so long since we talked. It's been so long. And I'm eager to know how each and every one of you have been doing, what you've been getting up to. It's the My Rewards plugin. I'm not going to do it here because I don't want you to know all that about me. But yeah, go check it out. Bing gives you points, and the points are for gift cards, and the gift cards can be used to buy things. You know, there's Amazon gift cards, Xbox Game Pass, I think Starbucks. I mean, it's all corporate, you know. It's all corporate nonsense, right? But I didn't choose the cyberpunk life. The cyberpunk life chose me. And if my search engine wants to give me a free cup of tea, who might argue? I'll not say no to that. And again, Google's been weird lately. I don't know. It doesn't always bring up what I'm looking for, necessarily. And what I look for is odd stuff. Much like we're going to be looking up today as we build this trap together. Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses real quick. A little bit of lore for you. I wear glasses. Oh! Straight up sawing it. Stormy today. Well, I kind of like that. First stream ever. Ooh. Hoping to let you down. Metal Gear. I've heard that's good. I've heard the new Metal game, or the Metal Gear game is pretty good. I haven't played it, but you know, I've heard it's all right. But yeah. Okay, so as we get rolling into this, we need to kind of figure out what sort of trap we're gonna be building. Ooh, beach weekend, love it. So I did some mental digging, and I figured. Here, let me change the color of this. I got Photoshop open as our sort of dream board. So, to my knowledge, there are 3 sort of saw traps that exist, right? So there's the trial. I can probably make that bigger. There we go. There's the trial. There's the just horror, and then there's the sort of inverted expectations. So, what do I mean by that? So the trial is what it sounds like. Oh, it's a good example. Okay, so for example, when William Afton is being put through the gauntlet of having to save all of his, Agent Gill, yeah, Agent Gill. Hi, Agent Gill. Enjoy the stream. We're building a saw trap. So when William Afton is being sent through his whole experience, he goes through multiple traps, right? But the whole thing is a trial. It's a gauntlet, right? So it all kind of works conceptually together. On the flip side, you get some traps that don't really say anything meaningful about the person who's going through it. They just sort of happen. So, what's a good example of that? A lot of the opening traps, I think the Venus flytrap is probably a good example of that. Like, oh, he was a drug dealer. Oh, he was a bastard man. Oh, I've put a fly trap over his head. So that would be a good example. Yeah, the barbed wire trap, right? So yeah. Now, the inversion, this one I like. This takes an existing concept and sort of reverses it on itself. You could say that, like, the reverse bear trap is a great inversion, right? It's literally a reversed bear trap and then seeing what happens to a person. Another great inversion might be, well, the rack, kind of, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But these are kind of the three ideas that I've got, where you either have like a big gauntlet of horrifying things happening. You've got the horror of things happening. Easton. Or you get the, you know, I just want to put him up here. Look at him. Look at how scared he is. What a guy. What? No, it's fine. Don't worry about that. Or you get the inversion of expectations, right? Hi, Tune. The inverted mechanism. So, like, I don't know, like a giant sewing machine that instead of, yeah, a vacuum cleaner on reverse that builds up pressure, right? Okay, so, or a sewing machine where you have to rip your hand apart with a needle puncture. Chuck, 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 chuck. Really graphic stuff. Horrifying, but it inverts the mechanism. But above all else, you know, John always said that a trap can't be personal. Well, we know that that's kind of bullshit. I mean, name a trap that hasn't been personal, am I right? And so instead, we're gonna pick a target. Now, I want to make this clear. We're not targeting anybody real. Okay. We're not going to target real people. Oh, what movie did he say that in? It's when he was yelling at Hoffman, and he was like, oh, it can't be personal. You made it personal by cutting your abusive sister's boyfriend's tummy in half. I know. But yeah. A saw trap for John. That would be interesting. Oh, that would be interesting. A saw trap for John. Hang on a minute. I like that. Let me put that down. So we're gonna have a list of ideas here. Okay. So here we'll do this. Oh Jesus. Okay. Target. John. I like that. Maybe we'll get a list going and see who we'd like to target. So we've got John. John's a great target. I feel like it's got to be survivable, right? It's got to be something that somebody can get out of. A trap house with all the other apprentices. Saw 3-esque. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. We're not going to figure out, we're just going to design it first, and then we'll figure out what year it takes place in, and then we'll determine the budget for it, right? So you can really get into how I get in here. I know. Well, an unsurvivable trap, it's a hole in the ground. It's deep enough, they can't climb up. Boom, there you go. But targeting John would be interesting. What other... Who else might we target with this? I wonder. I mean... There is Hoffman. Hoffman's been through a lot of traps. And Annalise and I have a theory about Hoffman in the bathroom, you know, where he's currently locked away. The fact that he knew about the bathroom from Saw X... I think he knows a way out. Hoffman? Yeah, we could do Hoffman. Will we have a Billy? Of course we'll have a Billy. Of course. Any fictional character could go for it, actually. Yeah. Let me change the size of this so that we can fit a little bit more on screen. I think any fictional character is on the menu. Cecilia. Go back for Cecilia. Jill Tuck. Oh. The Joker or the Riddler. Afton. Afton would be cool. I like Afton. I like Afton from FNAF. That'd be interesting. I like Afton. That's a good one. Yeah. Putting Afton through something would be really, really interesting. Walter White? Walter White would be good. A sleazy billionaire, yeah. Who would be a good sleazy... Who's a good fictional sleazy billionaire? Afton's trap is a springlock failure. Well, Afton's trap is his hubris. Mr. Burns. Perfect sleazy billionaire, actually. I also like Walter White. Walter White would be fun, because I don't... That would be really interesting. Okay. Charles Gecko. Who is Charles Gecko? An heir to an emerald mine owner. Oh, that's strange. I couldn't imagine who that could be. Paying attention, Agent Gill. Aren't all billionaires sleazy? I've never met one that was particularly smooth. Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Oh, those poor kids are already in a saw trap called J.K. Rowling's Vision for the Potter Universe. And Rand. Gordon Gecko. Who is Gordon Gecko? Why do I don't know that name. Gordon Gecko. Who is that? Oh! Oh! Wow. Okay. Okay. Gordon Gecko. Yeah. I got you. All right. I like that. Gordon Gecko. We'll just say Wall Street. We could put Billy the Puppet into a trap. That'd be funny. We'll have to decide among these. Damn, some of these are really fucking good. Oh, Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. Yeah. Patrick Bateman, American Psycho. Damn, these are really good. But yeah. What was I talking about? Johnny Five? No, don't put Johnny Five into a trap. Oh, no, come on. No, don't do that to Johnny Five. Your dad. No. No. That guy Chris Evans plays in Knives Out. Did I watch Knives Out? I don't think I saw Knives Out. I haven't seen that one yet. I like these. Man. So we got a Spider-Man villain. Which one? Joker. The billionaire from Glass Onion. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh, no. Poor Sonic. I mean, God, how would you even contain Sonic the Hedgehog long enough to be saw-trapped? SpongeBob SquarePants? Oh, Sponge. Oh. Mr. Burns. I wonder, okay, so we've got some archetypes, right? So we've got some archetypical people that we can roll with. So what do we want? Should I do a poll? Should I do a poll to have you decide between a few of them? It's a lot of lorem ipsum. I apologize. But yes, just delete it. What is wrong with you? Okay. Another vote for Cecilia Chef Slowick. Oh man, I'm still I'm deviant art. Let's see. I want to find Saw Sonic the Hedgehog. This is not what I was hoping it would be. This is not taking me to where I want to be. Oh, we got some Wonder Woman Sonic crossover. That's cool. Maybe I put Jigsaw. Your Jigsaw. Yeah. You know, I actually had a DeviantArt account for most of high school. Started way, way back when. But it... Okay. I deleted it because... Perfect. I deleted my DeviantArt account because they started pulling art in to use AI stuff, you know? Couldn't stand it. So I deleted the whole thing. I think I opened my DeviantArt account in like 2008, 7? Eesh. Long time ago. Maybe earlier. Ugh. Alright. So, our targets are John Hoffman, Afton, Mr. Burns, Walter White, Gordon Gekko, Billy the Puppet, Patrick Bateman, Napoleon, Dexter Morgan. Dexter Morgan would be interesting, yeah. I like Dexter Morgan. Napoleon. Now, like, Napoleon as in, like, the French military leader Napoleon? Or Napoleon as in, like, from Napoleon Dynamite? That's two different Napoleons. Dexter Morgan. Which the military one, but Napoleon Dynamite is funny too. Huh. Either. I like either. What else have we got? Someone said John Wick, right? That's interesting. John Wick would be interesting. Put John Wick into a saw trap. Steve from Minecraft. Okay. Steve from Minecraft. Hitler. I could see putting Hitler into a saw trap. That's fine. I'll just call him Adolf. So I don't know what'll help. I don't know what YouTube would do if I wrote out the whole name. You never know. Char Aznable. Sure, Kid and Arcader. Why not? Just make me eat a lot of pizza without lactate. Have me walk through a mall. I like it. Let's get a couple more and then we'll kind of narrow this down from here. The Austrian there we go. Austrian painter. Austrian painter. Ronald McDonald, the clown, sure. Ronald McDonald. And Hannibal Lecter? Is that the one? Yeah? Hannibal Lecter, or there was also well, there's also like Buffalo Bill, which is basically just Ed Gein, right? So could do Ed Gein. Yeah. I think serial killers are on the menu. I think that counts. I think we're allowed to do that. Buffalo Bill, yeah. Some Batman villain. The Joker was mentioned. Tom the Jaywalker? I'm not as familiar with that one. Tom the Jaywalker. Who's Tom the Jaywalker? Oh, just a dude. Oh, just Tom. Okay, random guy jaywalking. Yeah, Tom the Jaywalker. Right. I'm on board now. Jesse James. Actually, you know what? Team Rocket. There. Team Rocket. And then someone mentioned the Joker. I like the idea of the Joker or the Riddler. Joker / Riddler. Okay. So we've got a lot of we got some targets to choose from. Tahu from Bionicle. No. Get out of here. Okay, so we have some targets to choose from. Some of these are very fictional. Some of these are just, you know, some historical figures. Napoleon could go either way. Some of them are definitely serial killers. Some of them are just rich assholes. You know? Gordon Gekko, Mr. Burns. Has Mr. Burns killed anybody? Is that ever canonic? I haven't watched enough Simpsons to know if he's actually killed someone. RoboCop is a saw trap. He can't be put into a saw trap. That's not possible. Mr. Burns was in a war. Okay. Okay. I guess that counts. Yeah. Okay. Probably indirectly. Yeah, all right. Is what we know. John's killed people. We know Hoffman's killed people. We know Afton's killed people. Mr. Burns, maybe indirectly. Burns did block out the sun. Oh, he fought for. Oh. Gordon Gekko. When you're playing with money at that magnitude, you're killing people. Billy the Puppet, bless his little heart, tried to kill someone. He tried to kill Agent Perez, so that almost happened. Patrick Bateman, was it ever confirmed that he killed anybody, or was that just kind of left American Psycho spoilers, by the way. Oh, John's not a killer. Oh, I'm sorry. American Psycho spoilers. Movies, however old. Yeah, Patrick Bateman. I'm not sure if he did actually kill anybody or not. The director says yes? Okay. Okay, cool. Dexter Morgan, we know, has killed people. Sometimes justifiably and sometimes just to cover his own ass. Napoleon, historically, yes. Dynamite, yes. John Wick, definitely. Steve, most likely, right? Johnny from House of Leaves. Oh my god, that's a deep cut. Putting Johnny from House of Leaves through anything would be incredible. Does everybody here know what House of Leaves is, by the way? Because it's awesome. Oh, man. Poor guy had to piece this together. Ugh. God, I love House of Leaves. Oh, House of Leaves. Such a good book. Can we talk about House of Leaves for a second? Yeah, it's the weird book. House of Leaves is like navigating a jigsaw trap through novelization. So Johnny shows up in the footnotes here in Courier. Now, Courier is the font that he uses, but also describes his character because he is carrying the story into our world, right? The whole book is so well thought out. I want to say back when I was on Twitter still, the author, Daniel Elsky, started following me. Oh, so good. Yeah, I read this. Oh, I read this a lot. Oh, man. Ah, so good. House of Leaves. Fantastic. I want to... So my dream, I have a dream, right? I have a dream of doing a video on House of Leaves, figuring out how much a house like House of Leaves would be worth on the market. Yeah. I want to know, like, I get the maximum possible size and dimensions of it, and try and figure out what the market value of that house would be. Oh, thank you, Pretzel Ball. God, that would be so much fun. But oh no, did Twitch crash? Twitch crashed. Okay. Let's restart Twitch. Maybe? Can we? Oh no, my Twitch stream crashed. That's annoying. Come on. Can I not? Maybe. We'll see. I'm simultaneously streaming to 2 sources. Is it lagging? I've got good quality here. But yeah, it looks like 10 minutes ago Twitch might have crashed. That's unfortunate. I don't know that I can fix that from here. Damn. Ugh. Well, it looks like we're on YouTube now. God, no. Me, personally, never. I've never killed anyone. I don't even like to kill bugs. Whenever I find like a spider in the house, I either put it somewhere, you know, where it'll get more bugs, or I just put it outside. No, I wouldn't say like I'm a Buddhist, but, you know, I respect that life has its cycles and, you know, the living is living. That said, you know, I did just put out ant poison, so it could be better. Okay, so I wonder if we could do a poll. Yeah, let's do a poll. We're gonna have 4 options. Okay, so do we want to do a bracket maybe? Well, you know, John, Hoffman, Afton, and is that fair? Let me rethink that. We'll swap out this for Walter White. Okay, so we're gonna start a poll and we're gonna start narrowing these down, okay? First bracket. All right, we're gonna start that poll. Okay. So here's the poll. We're voting between those particular people. I felt like it wasn't fair to put John and Hoffman in there at the same time. So, but we're gonna do a bracket and we're gonna break it down. And I'll say you've got a minute. I've got it on my watch, so you know. And we're gonna just go through all of these options and we're gonna narrow it down to a healthy selection, right? There's nothing wrong with a bracket. So yeah. Have I ever jaywalked? Constantly. My city doesn't have sidewalks. It's so frustrating. We'll clarify. Houston has some sidewalks. Barely, if ever, are they in any decent location, right? So, you know, it's just, it's such a frustrating thing. So yeah, I jaywalk all the time. I'm sorry. What are we at on? Okay, so we're about to hit the close of the poll. Ooh, it's neck and neck. Oh, it's neck and neck. Oh, you've got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. All right. So the winner of that was Afton. So we prefer Afton. So I'll make him, put him in red, let's say. All right. Now we'll do another poll and we'll, yeah, Houston. Oh, Houston. Oh, this city of mine. It's hot outside right now, huh? Not a fan. All right. Bracket 2. This time we'll put in Hoffman. We'll put in Gordon Gecko. We'll put in Dexter Morgan, and we'll put in Napoleon, either of them. Yeah, okay. And yeah. Well, he's called the Jigsaw Killer because he takes a piece of his victims that don't pass, this little jigsaw, it's the survival piece. Ooh. So, you know, eh. Oh my God, Dexter. Why? We're not even doing anything. Hey, Elk Skull, I recognize you. From the Petronian. Yeah. Welcome aboard. Ooh, Hoffman's really pulling through on this one. I didn't hit a timer. Where are we at on the timer? How long is oh, poor French people. How long are we left on that timer? It's coming down. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be Hoff. Hoffman's popular. He's a popular boy. People love him. Oh, and give it another like 10 seconds, maybe. Forgot to look at the clock while I was starting this. Moose, we're designing. Okay, so we are going to be designing a saw trap. We are designing a saw trap for a specific target. This is our list of targets that we're choosing from, and currently we're voting on who gets to be in the trap, essentially. And it looks like in this case Hoffman won, so I'll just put Hoffman in red as well. Yeah, okay. So John lost. Who did we have in that one? We had Hoffman, Dexter, Napoleon, Gordon. Okay. Okay, so both of these guys are out of here. Get them out of here. John also, get him out of here. Did we do Mr. Burns and Walter White as well on that first one? I can't remember. Bracket 1. Yeah, we did Afton, John, Walter White, and Mr. Burns. Okay. Afton, John, Walter White, Mr. Burns. Okay, so these two. Get out of here. Okay. And then in this last one, we did Hoffman, Dexter Morgan, Napoleon, and Gordon Gekko. Okay, so Gordon Gekko. Good option, but get out of here. Alright, so next, let's get weird with it. Which Saw was the Saw Public Trap? That was Saw 3D, which I've read the script for that. It wasn't supposed to be what it was there. It was completely different. It was... Ugh. It was a whole other thing. I hate what they did to that movie. Billy the Puppet. Steve from Minecraft. In the script, it's Lawrence and John observing the public trap happen, and it's John teaching Lawrence how to, you know, do the thing. It was also supposed to be a Christmas movie, so originally the female lead in that trap was going to be a ballerina. And then the two lads were nutcrackers. It was pretty fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie. It was an odd choice, but, you know. McDonald. Donald. And who's our last one? John Wick. Okay. Starting this poll. Go. Yeah, oh, not mid-roll ads. Saw 3D was, Saw 3D was a mess. Blumhouse did buy everything, and they want to keep as much of the original story as possible. Are we ever going to do a level with me live? Yeah, why not? Good, right? At that point, we're just playing a game together. I don't mind that. Yeah, Saw 3D is a Christmas movie. I argue it is. In Jill's flashback dream memory thing, it's snowing. Why would it be snowing? Well, Christmas is why. It's Christmas outside. Delicious. All right. Ooh, this poll's coming at ya. Wow, Billy is screaming ahead. All right, you got 10 more seconds. 15 seconds. 10 more seconds. Is Billy gonna hold it in? Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, yeah, he's basically screaming ahead of everyone else. Poor John Wick. Poor John Wick. And okay, so Billy the Puppet nailed it out of that. Billy, I'm just gonna make it. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Okay, and just make it red. What are you doing? Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! All right. So Billy won that. Ronald McDonald, John Wick, and Steve did not. Okay. Sorry, John. Other John. Ronald McDonald, I'm not as sorry about you. Okay. So now let's do... Is it Explosive Billy? We'll have to find out. Won't we? Let's see here. I don't want to put myself in the same category as this, so Austrian paint. Oh, no. Bracket 3. The average saw trap. The average saw trap is pretty cheap, but generally John... So the graph is interesting. John goes really, really hard in early traps, early chronologically, I mean. And then he loses all of his money, and then it springs back up a little bit when he tries to, you know, make a big bang as things end. Oh, bowler hat, Billy? Whoa. That's rough. Austrian painter. I think he converted a house. He didn't necessarily build it, but... Team Rocket. Joker or Riddler. I think either of those could work. And... Patrick Bateman. Alright. And go. Alright. You have a minute. Yeah, so, for those who don't know, the Austrian painter is, well, you know, the Austrian painter. Yeah, that de-aging hat, woo! Gee, we are designing a saw trap, and currently we are voting on who will be our target. So, we've established a couple of, We've established a couple of options in regards to that, and we're gonna be, yeah, we're gonna be deciding what we build for such a person. Ooh, it's coming in. Oh, it's coming in close. Oh, Joker or Riddler is pulling ahead, actually. Oh, and yep, yeah, looks like Joker and or Riddler. Sorry, Team Rocket. Well, you know. Okay, so Joker or Riddler won that round. Love it. Let's see here. Also, if you're wondering, Annalise, she went out to get some sushi with friends. She was catching up with them. So she'll be here soon. But she is not here at the moment. Which is A-okay. I did not go to sushi because I was editing. For I had some editing to do. We were editing Law Abiding Citizen today. It's almost done, and assuming there's no issues with copyright, we should be good. Should be good. Also, holy hell, did you guys see how well the D&D video is going? My God. I did not expect that. It was doing like okay, and then it just exploded in views. Comparatively to like other stuff that we've been doing. What are the views at right now on that video? We recovered all the lost subscribers from from reading fan fiction. If I wanted to give numbers for any prior videos you've done, in case you didn't get them, where might I drop them? You could always send an email. kittenarcader@gmail.com. It's in our YouTube bio. If ever you need to get in touch with me directly, email me there. I will always respond as soon as I check it and remember to respond. Oh, you're from the... Oh, nice. Yay. Welcome. I love D&D. I don't get to talk about it enough, so getting to talk about D&D and be confidently incorrect about my pronunciation of tiefling is one of my favorite things that I get to do. I've been playing D&D since I was 9 years old. Oh, God. I've been playing D&D a long time. I'm running a campaign right now that is, it's basically It's Always Sunny meets Bloodborne. And, man, my players are insane. All I can say is, with D&D, at least with how we've been playing it for so long, eventually the books just get set aside, mostly, and we're just rolling with it, right? So, I mean, I have most of the 3.5 books memorized. I grew up playing advanced D&D. The person who taught me started out playing D&D when he was like 15, maybe, when it first came out. Yeah, it's structured improv. Exactly. Yeah, it's beautiful. And yeah, so the owlbear thing. Yeah, owlbears are tricky. So apparently in the lore, elves and fae consider owlbears to be beasts. It's only humans that consider them to be magical creatures, which is phenomenal. That's even like a discussion internal to D&D. So it's fucking crazy, but I love it. I love D&D. I absolutely love D&D. It's my favorite thing to do at a table other than eat sometimes. Okay. So, our final bracket is Kitten Arcader versus Tom J. Walker. And it starts now. It's going to be a fun one. My stream currently, as it's going, is or my campaign that we're playing, they're about to start like a Mad Max style race around the city. They've gotten a bunch of other bars involved. The prize for winning the race is you become the mayor, but they went to go to the mayor of Yarnum. I just made a mayor for Yarnum. And they found out that he is slightly divine, and he's a chaos god, but not like the fun Loki chaos god, more of the we're just gonna burn it all down chaos god, right? And now the mayor was like, oh, I love that idea. I want to be in the race too. So now the prize is actually, instead of, you get to be mayor, you get to become a god if you win this crazy little race. So yeah. Oh, did we pass a minute? I think we passed a minute. Technically divine, yeah. Yeah. All right, we did it. Oh, looks like it's me. Well, Tom lost. It's Kitten Arcader. Now, that does mean that there is a final bracket, because that's how these things work. But because of the numbers involved, I don't know if I can... Okay, I have an idea. If you'll permit me. We're going to do a poll, right? And it's going to be the final bracket. But what if we combine Hoffman and Billy, right? And then we put them up against Afton from FNAF. And against that, we have the Joker / Riddler. And you know what? Just to make it fair, we'll say that the Joker and the Riddler are there together. And then finally, me. I know, we'll miss Tom. One day. All right. That's the last poll to find out who our victim is going to be. Good luck! And may the best target win. Oh, don't call me Tom. My name's Trey. Call me Trey the Jaywalker. That's fine. So when I started doing YouTube with Annalise, and we were like talking about, you know, names for the channel and stuff, I was like, well, my name is Trey, and I am a historian. And then I go to find out, I am Tom the Jaywalker. I go to find out, good God, there's already a channel called Trey the Historian. He beat me to it. He beat me to it. Yeah. Jonkler and T-R-E-Y. That is correct. Mm-hmm. I am T-R-E-Y. And it's... I think it's Afton. I think it's going to be Afton. Oh, yep, it's Afton. Woo! All right. It looks like we are designing a trap for William Afton. Hell yeah. Okay, so now we have our target. Let's see, I'll just put it over here. Yeah. Not target. Target. William Afton of FNAF. Just in case anybody was wondering. Do you know what FNAF is? Does everybody here know what FNAF is? Five Nights at Freddy's? You know, I did a video on FNAF. It got okay views. I figured out how expensive it is to own and operate an entire Freddy Fazbear. I did all that research. I did entire, like, Bright Sun Films level research into an animatronics pizza restaurant. Quick run through the lore? Yeah, I'll do a quick run through the lore. Okay. So once upon a time, there was a bear named Freddy, and he bit a kid, and they hid the body in a ball pit, and the owner of the ball pit was named Billy Afton. And Billy loved Slinkies, and he got his arm stuck in a Slinky. And then, like, 30 years later, they basically are Disney. So, yeah. Oh, and there's time travel now. That's canon. The end. Okay. Our target is William Afton, owner and operator of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzaria. And probably, you know, a couple other things. Man kills kids, hides bodies, and then they come back and they want to kill him. The end. Okay, so now we have 3 different kinds of traps that we can choose from, right? We've got a trial, which is a series of little traps that test his overall mettle, right? There's the horror, which would just be pure body horror. Yeah, the waveforms are my eyes. I'm a VU tuber. And then there's inversion, which is taking like an understood mechanism and then reversing it. So like the reverse bear trap is the most obvious reverse bear trap. I'm going to say this is pre-spring trap. Right? Do we like that? Do we like that this is pre-spring trap? Because then like the ultimate, you know, hubris or whatever. Let's say this is peak William Afton. Yeah? So not like a ghost zombie in a robot suit. Steve Raglan? Yeah. So it's like Steve Raglan. So actually, yeah, let's do another poll. You guys like polls? I like polls. Let's decide what kind of trap we're doing. We're gonna do a trial, or we're gonna do body horror, or are we gonna do an inversion? And yeah, we'll use spring locks in this, don't worry. I think there are, I think there's a lot of potential. think there's a lot of potential with spring locks in this sort of system. So, for sure. A trial would be longer, but it would be smaller and easier things to design. Horror is just straight up body horror, right? I mean, it's just horrifying to experience. And then an inversion would be something very specific, something that's very sort of nuanced and you know, speaks to the kind of person, but plays on one specific mechanism and just toys with the idea of that mechanism. I think the rack is a really good inversion because you think it's a cross and then it twists you. I think the reverse bear trap is really good because it's a reverse bear trap. College lectures could fall under body horror, but the full semester is a trial. And the inversion would be the test. There you go. Take that to school with you. Oh, man. School's back in session, huh? Oof. That sucks. Thought I am Tom the Jaywalker. I like that. You have spent your life taking innocence away from children, so I ask you, would you take off the hands... Would you take off the hands you take lives with? Yeah, body horror is definitely glued you to a car and chained your friends to it. Yeah, that one's... Yeah. Or, what? Art the lawyer, when he's in the speak no evil, see no evil trap, and he's just with a guy, and like... That guy's blind. Art can't speak. There's a machine in the middle. Someone's gotta die. Right? It's just body horror. But it looks like we're giving Afton a trial. Okay. I like that. Yeah? Are we doing that? Yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, it looks like we're doing a trial. Okay. So. We're doing a trial. So that means... we gotta figure out... what kind of trial it is. So... where would this take place? A trial has to take place in a location. So what's the location of this trial? I mean, the obvious choice would be the pizzeria, right? Who's going to be on the jury? Come on now. Get out of here. Get out of here. At his own restaurant, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Abandoned Funhouse. Abandoned Freddy's. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like we want to do the pizzeria. Now, the best part about the pizzeria is that it's got funhouse elements, it's got a big kitchen to it, it's got a lot of fun locations that we could work with. Sister location? Yeah, that would be good. Parts and services? Yeah. So we can move him around multiple rooms. Do we have a map of the FNAF location? Hang on. I'm going to go to the... let's see here. Fandom.com. 5 Nights at Freddy's. Come on. There we go. Okay. What's the best, like... what's the best location? Probably the original? Yeah? It's gotta be, right? We don't have a full accurate map of the location? Well, alright. Do our best. We know rooms, though, right? It includes a ball pit, FNAF 1. Yeah, okay. So... yeah, Core series, Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. So... let's see what we got here. Oh, God, there's so much text. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. So those are the cameras, but we've got rooms as well, right? The restaurant has rooms. Okay, so we're gonna do it at the restaurant. I'm gonna do it at Freddy Faz. Yeah. There's Pizzaria. Ah, yes. I can spell. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Okay. Did the sister location have more spots in it? than the original. Yeah. Let's see. Well, we can make it work. We can make it work, right? Hey, actually, Silver, that's a great suggestion. We don't have to charge for security cameras. I love that. That's really good. Yeah, I think John would call him on the phone, right? Okay, so yeah, so room 1 would be the security room, right? No. He would have to, okay, so... Okay, so phone guy, aka John, would call him, he would wake up. 5 trials, very smart, I like that. Oh man, the ideas are flowing. Okay, so... Let's see here. Okay. So, I love the idea of 5 trials. And we have to use the security room. And I feel like the security room has to be like where it starts, right? Do we get a budget for the... So, we're gonna build it, and then we're gonna figure out how much it all cost. And because we're John, because we're not putting John through it, we'll just use his money and see. Okay, so security room, kitchen, hello, hello, hello! I want to play a game! Yeah, wakes up in the security room. So security room is definitely number 1. Should security room be a trial room? Or is that just where he's waking up and then he has to move to the next room? John does need to run the trial from somewhere. I will say, having gone over the video game, John is capable of moving around as a trial commences. I also imagine he's, he has routed into the, oh, there's a prize counter not seen. Oh, the void north of the security room. Interesting. I definitely feel like he'll have tapped into the security. He'd be watching from elsewhere, but yeah. A retrieval! Oh, I love that! So he has to bring things back to the security room. Okay, I like that. So the security room, oh, that would be interesting. The masks, yeah, that could be cool. Okay, so the security room is definitely our hub. I can draw this out. It doesn't have to be, you know, perfect or whatever, but we'll have it. Okay. Oh, I changed you. Why are you back to that? Oh, you goofy little fuck. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's say he starts in the security room, and then there are going to be, what, four other rooms? Yeah? 4 other rooms that he has to work on, and then he's got to bring something back to each of the rooms. Sorry for my mouse being absolutely hideous, by the way. So, let's see. What could he do? Okay, so the first room, let's go with the kitchen. Let's start there. So, we've got the kitchen, right? I've rasterized that. Well, whatever. Okay. So we've got the kitchen. What could the kitchen have in it that we work with? Hey, 69. Not bad. From the kitchen, I feel like there's good emphasis on... Well, Chica's kind of a kitchen-y character, right? Because she's got the giant pizza oven. Oh, a giant pizza oven. Yeah. So there's a pizza oven. There's a freezer that we could play with. There's also just like a lot of cutlery as well, or a microwave. Oh God, can you imagine being inside of a microwave? Ugh. A walk-in freezer trapped in the oven. Yeah. Okay. These are 2 options. We can go hot or we can go cold. What are we thinking? Should I do a poll? Hot or cold? I'll do a poll. Let's do a poll. Hot or cold? hot, cold, and go. All right, I like that. I like the idea of the kitchen being hot or cold. One of the two. Do we like to heat never seems to beat Afton? That's a good point. I mean, the series does, Interesting. Oh, yeah. Elk. We're both artists. We actually started out, I mean, when we started dating, we started doing art shows together. And that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, we do, I haven't done any art in a long time, though, but... Now, as far as hot versus cold, remember, we want to give him the chance to survive, right? We want to hopefully help him discover something about himself. If he dies in the process, he dies in the process, right? Like, you know, But it looks like we're going hot, so we're going to go hot. Okay, so some sort of hot, heat-based trap. Hot/heat-based. Okay, so we've got options there. Yeah, I'll do my best to do a Jigsaw voice for each trial, of course. So let me think. Heat-based. Definitely... Do we know how Chica died? The flame of rage consumes you, so you must enter the cold to move on. Interesting. Can we do both heat and cold? We can start heat with the focus of heat, and he has to move to cold. No, he's not going to be in a suit. He doesn't get a suit. He's not allowed to have a suit. The suit would just protect him. It would consume him. Can we do a rapid change from hot to cold? We could. We could have him move directly from a pizza oven to a freezer. Like put them side by side, right? So that's something. We could do that. Let me see here. Okay, so what if let me erase this. Okay, so let's say this is the kitchen, right? So let me draw out a kitchen. Yeah, okay. There we go. No? Okay. Control. No. Yes. Okay, there we go. All right. Sorry, I had to get a new layer going. So let's say that this is our kitchen. Yeah? Is there any way to use electricity for heat? I mean, yeah, you can use electricity for heat. So what if John... So let's say this is the door, right? What if John converts half the room into an oven, and then another portion into a freezer, and then he can get out. So he has to do something to escape, right? Let me think. Pick the right ingredients from the freezer and put it into the oven. I don't think Freddy Fazbear's could afford a wood-fired pizza oven, could they? No. That's not possible. Cook the pizza before you cook yourself. Okay, so yeah. Melt something on a timer to get something to bring back the main room, forcing himself to burn while holding a block of ice. Oh! I like that. Travel through the oven, right? So he goes through the oven, into the freezer, grabs a block of ice, returns to the oven, has to be there with it while it melts, so this door will lock. Boom. And then once he gets the key out, he can escape properly. That's pretty simple. I mean, it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be terribly complicated, right? It can just be, yeah, a key frozen in a block of ice. Yeah. I like that. Okay, yeah. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah. So, what do we got? We got convert kitchen into half oven, half freezer. Retrieve block of ice with key. Melt in oven. Retrieve key. Unlock door to exit. So it's a time-based thing. Let's make it a very big block of ice. Yeah. What if it's a particularly big block of ice and he has to sustain the heat of the oven while it melts? Right? Yeah. And we won't give him anything to smash it with. He's just gonna, you know, I feel like John would rip the ovens apart. I feel like John would disassemble the ovens to turn a part of the room into, right, it is film logic, but yeah, he has to. Are there others there? No, he's going to be alone in this. At least in this trap, he's going to be alone. So convert kitchen into half of an oven. Maybe like reconfigure it so that there's heating elements everywhere, or maybe it's just a smaller part of the room. So, assuming he can pick up the block, you know, he could start to smash it, but he needs to be able to survive the heat in order to get the key out. Putting a deadline on there would be a good idea. Or he needs to physically use himself to activate the kitchen. But maybe he needs to, like, bridge... Oh, they had convection things all over the room in Escape Room. Perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. There's an hour for every trial. I like that. Yeah. 5 trials, 5 hours. So yeah, I think we're on to something here. So we're gonna have, either way, we're gonna have ovens, right? There's gonna be ovens. We're gonna have a big block of ice. Need a key. A pizza warmer? Not hot enough. Chop a finger off and become the pizza topping. Oh yeah, we have plans to do escape room, don't worry. Greedy Kiwi had an interesting suggestion. Having the oven door handle be metal so it heats up as the oven gets hot, but the door doesn't stay open if he doesn't hold on to it. Yeah. That's an idea. What if he has to hold a door open to melt the block enough to get the key out? Interesting. And it could burn him while he's holding it open. So the handle is literally a heating element, right? Firmly grasp it! That's interesting. Yeah. Need a reason for him to not just break it. That is true. Why wouldn't he just break it? I'm going to imagine the scenario where he doesn't have any, like, the kitchen has been stripped of useful things, right? So he doesn't have tools available. He has his hands, but it's very difficult to, yeah. The key could break if the ice breaks. Like, he has to melt it? Making the key made of glass would be interesting. If he's there long enough to melt a big block, he will die. Okay. What kind of key would break, I wonder? This is tricky. I love the idea of something. I love the idea of a key. I love the idea of the kitchen being hot and cold. Key made of ice and he has to melt a block to shape a mold. Plastic key? Glass key would be interesting. Glass key would be super interesting. Can you do a glass key? Can keys be made of glass? Let's find out. Glass key. Oh. Glass key. It's a place. And a movie. What? Stuart Heisler, Brian Donlevy. What is this? Can a key be made of glass? I'll ask that. Can a key be made of glass? Bing says yes. A key can be made of glass. What are keys made out of? Design, glass key, a modern choice between design and functionality. Reinforced glass. Okay. Interesting. I didn't realize keys could be made of glass. Metal key with a really low melting point, like pewter. That could be something. Pewter can be melted in a normal pan. This key is as pure as the souls you destroyed. You must retrieve this pure key rather than destroying its purity. That's a good point. The test shouldn't be too overly complicated, right? So I think a glass key would work because let's say he smashes it, right? Okay, so here's my thought, right? Okay, so the key is in a block of ice. He has to trust that the key is in a block of ice. A glass key inside a block of ice would be very difficult to see. If he smashes it with his hands, he's gonna lose it. But if he lets it melt, he'll be able to find the key because it'll just be a glass key in a puddle of water. Now, we combine that. So let's... Hang on, I'm on a roll. My brain, it's going. So let's combine that. So it's now a moderate block of ice. And it's a glass key. And he has to... I like the idea... it shouldn't. I mean, if it's reinforced glass, it'll be fine. And any distortions in the key, it's movie magic. It'll be okay. But a glass key... And then I like the idea that he has to hold the heat source open. So he has to hold it open to melt it, right? I think that could work. Reddit. Let's look at Reddit. Fire polish them. Okay, so it looks like glass keys can be made. Yeah, you can make a glass key. Okay. I like that. So, yeah. Okay. I think we got our first room. I think the kitchen's good. Yeah, I think the kitchen is good. Oh, we'll get there. Don't worry. We're going to get to spring locks. Have no fear. Okay, so that's good. I like that. Let's lock that in. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to make this small now. Sorry for making it small. I know it's not completely legible, but hey, it is what it is. All right, so let's go to the next room, shall we? So the next room is gonna be what comes after the kitchen. A balloon boy eating batteries? Oh no, come on now. I wouldn't even want to deal with that. The thing is, he's collecting keys made of different materials. That'd be cool. Be interesting. Okay, so next up is the next room. What's the next room gonna be? Storage closet. A needle pit dupe where the next key is in the ball pit. Ball pit? Ball pit or stage? Ball pit or stage? I like both of those, to be honest. Ball pits and stages are fun. So let's start with the ball pit. All right. So we got a ball pit. What are we doing in the ball pit? What is he looking at? What's he looking for? He's looking for a key, right? Okay, so he's the DashCon ball pit. Oh. Balls could be coated or filled with something. Interesting. Ball pit. Okay, so maybe make it chemical. I like chemical. Glass balls in the pit. Steel ball pit. Whoa, that would suck. God, a steel ball pit? Ah, it'd just be heavy. Woof. Key in a ball. Key in a ball. Ooh, and broken glass in the ball pit. Ah. Key in a ball. Yeah, I like that. Scrooge McDuck in it. Pee in the pit? There's already pee in the pit. Key in glass balls? Ooh. Craft a bone key? Hell yeah. Okay. Broken glass is pretty interesting. Popping balls. Okay. Glass key and glass balls. Glass balls might be very expensive, but I like the idea of glass in the pit. So, some kind of chemicals, maybe an acid. Razors in the ball pit. What color of ball is missing? Glass balls. Coating substance is conductive. Ooh. Shade balls. Balls half filled with water used to create shade to promote algae growth. That is so specific. What the hell? Have to run through a closet of stinky animatronics that smell like decay. Ugh, yeah. Let's think. I like the idea of electrical conductivity. That's actually... I like that. Conductive. Conductive smear. Okay, so let's look up electrically conductive coatings. Yeah. Electrically conductive coatings use revolutionary materials to create a unique combination of strength, conductivity, and high temperature resistance. Cool. Electrically conductive coating used for. Let's see. Indium tin oxide. Electrical conductivity with optical transparency. Oh. That's interesting. Oh, God. Christmas ornaments with hooks? Whoa. Save that for a Santa trap. I love that idea, though. I really love the idea of an electrically conductive ball pit, though. That's interesting. And there is a key in one of the balls, and the balls should be hollow, perhaps? Shade balls in his pool. Difficult because of the weight. Shade balls. I'm interested in that. Shade ball. Oh, yeah, look at that. Small plastic sphere floated on top of a reservoir for environmental reasons, including to slow evaporation and prevent sunlight from causing reactions among chemical compounds present in the water, known as bird balls. Huh. Interesting, interesting. Perhaps the pit could trap him if he runs out of time. Something to do with wading through the balls. Yeah, that's true. Conductive smear be opaque. Gotta smear off the goop to see if the key is inside, further coating yourself. That's interesting. I like that. Huh. Okay. Okay. So... Okay. So a conductive smear, there's a key in the ball. The balls are made of glass. By breaking the glass, he is looking for the key, right? But he's also adding to the pain and the discomfort of the thing. And then there's a timer on it. So eventually it will run out. The substance will coat you like the sins of your past coat your soul. Whoa. Okay. I like that. Yeah. Some of the balls could be filled with maybe like little batteries. When the time runs out, electricity courses through the whole thing. Bzzz, and just zaps you. So we're going to be looking at timer for sure. There's always a big honking timer, right? Always, always, always a big honking timer. I like the idea. Fair. Admittedly, a ball pit is already a saw trap. At no point should any of you get into a ball pit. In your near future at all, don't do it. Do not recommend it. That will end you. That said. I think. So a timer, exposed wires in the pit. Sophia, I don't know if we should have that much pee in the pit. Oh, when will the Foot the Bill for Saw 2 Flesh and Blood be out? When I finish enough sessions of therapy that I can tackle that game again without absolutely just drowning in it. No, it's gonna be my next big project. So right now I'm working on so Law Abiding Citizen is currently being edited. The menu is currently being researched and written. Next up will be the game, because that's been requested for like 2 years now. And then will most likely be Saw 2 Flesh and Blood. Gonna try to make sure that one comes out for the Halloween season at least. I also got to get a bunch of videos done in time before my surgery, because there's a chance that I won't be able to speak for at this volume, like energy and stuff, for like 6 weeks. So, yeah, I gotta get some projects done and in the pipeline. Okay, conductive smear, key in a ball, glass balls, timer, batteries also in balls. Maybe it slowly ramps up. Am I gonna do what James does and have an email for movie requests? You can just email me. You can just email me requests all you want. I read every comment that comes on this channel. I read everything. Batteries are also in balls. What if the electricity slowly ramps up? And what if the key in the ball is a different color? What if it's UV reactive and a black light comes on? What about that? Confetti. Tournament of Champions, voltage slowly increases. I like that. Yeah. I would say that the key is probably going to be in a UV reactive glass ball, and he still has to shatter it. So yeah, it glows purple. Does blood show? What's piss and what's the key? Does blood show up under UV light? Let's add to my search history. Does blood show up under UV light? Not typically. Unless you have luminol. So you need luminol. Why do the balls need to be glass? I don't know. We just kind of decided they were glass. Something about glass balls was nice. I guess they don't have to be glass, actually. Could just be a UV reactive color. Ah, to turn on the black light. Maybe a ball is a key using an NFC chip in one of them. Wow, that would be tricky. Connect circuit to turn on black light. I like that. I like turning on the black light by connecting a circuit. That would be really, really cool. I think that's a good call. Let's see. What else do we have? I don't know. What are we thinking? Yeah, the circuit's a good idea. I guess there doesn't have to be specifically... Oh, NFC chips are cheap as fuck. Absolutely cheap as fuck. We do kind of have a glass theme going on. If they break, they hurt him. Just like how he broke the children, it's now hurting him. Oh. Damn. Oh. That's why it's glass. I love it. Let me see. Connect circuit to turn on black light. I like that. Slowly ramps up. Yeah, this is all for William Afton. This is all... It's all for this asshole. We've got the kitchen maid so far. Okay, so let's recap. We got the kitchen maid so far. That's really good. I like that. We got a ball pit. There's a conductive smear. Yeah, he definitely doesn't have shoes on. Definitely doesn't have shoes on. Are NFC chips practical if it's pre-suit? That's a good question. Probably not. Yeah. I think there's a key in one of the balls, though. I think that's for sure. I think the ball should be glass because that's interesting, that's unique, and it's terrifying because, like, it's very Home Alone, being barefoot and stepping on a glass ball. Like, okay, so let me paint you the picture of him walking into the ball pit room. He steps in, the lights are off. He steps on a glass ball that's outside of the pit, and it shatters under his foot, and he's like, ah! And he looks, and he takes a piece of glass out of his foot. And, yeah, man. I think there's legs to that. Yeah, Afton. I want a picture of him up on here so that we know who we're working with. Oh, God, it's all fan art. Why is it all fan art? Should we do the fan art, or should we have, you know, glass in the foot? Everybody hates glass in the foot. The key is stored in the balls. True. There we go. No, there we go. We're gonna use this picture. Yeah, and I'll just save it here. Okay. I'm gonna add this to our thing so that we have something. We need to look upon the person that we're working on, you know. There we go. Yeah, there. Remember the face, because that's who we're building this for. Okay. Okay, so let's go over it. Ball pit, conductive smear, key in a ball, UV reactive. There's glass balls. There's a timer. Maybe there's batteries also in the balls. The electricity slowly ramps up because he has to connect a circuit to turn on the black light to find the key. And after a certain amount of time, yeah. Guys, I think that's good. First toys to use those sorts of chips were in the 90s, and the patent for NFC chip was first coined in 83. Tight time frame, but possible. Ew. Interesting. You hate feet? The series is called Foot the Bill. Yeah, I like feet a little bit. You know, just a little. Just a little toe. You know. You know. Yeah, like a little bit. A little foot. Look at a foot. Bing. I made that. I made the little... okay. So, I think that's a solid ball pit. Yeah? What do we think? Hate feet, like foot. Well, yeah, I feel that. We just made a saw trap, guys! I love it. Okay, so that's room 2, right? Okay, cool. Also, I think I made that into a... Can I edit that? No, I can't. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so we made trap 2. I like that. Let me rasterize this. Booyah. And shrinky dinky down. Okay, so we've got ball pit. We've got kitchen. There. Okay, I'll just keep that hidden for now. All right, so after ball pit, after kitchen comes the stage. Yeah? Stage. All right. So what are we doing for the stage? Brutal, agonizing, lethal, liberating shock, or balls. Ha-ha! Something with instruments. Somebody had mentioned sound-based earlier, right? That we were... Maybe there was like a sound limitation thing going on. The Bite. Main stage or Pirate Cove? Main stage and Pirate Cove are in the same room. Shining a light on his crime. Sound measurements to avoid screaming. Okay. Pirate Cove could involve hooks. Puppeteering. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. I have an idea. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hooks. Puppets. Now, we could also rearrange the order in which, this comes into play, but I have an idea. Okay, hear me out. What if there are figures on stage and he needs to move them into a certain position, right? To do so, he has to put hooks into his limbs and become the puppet to move the limbs of the figure on stage. What does that sound like? How does that sound? What do you think? Yeah? Yeah? It's pretty good, right? Gross, but good. Yeah. Yeah. Channeling a little bit of spiral on that, but I think it's got legs. I think it's got legs. Okay. So like, let me draw this out. And I'll use a thinner brush for this too, because brushes be tick. Okay. So what if we, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I'm feeling this. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, let's say that he's on Pirate Cove stage, right? Okay. And then big stage is over here. This can be the finale, by the way. This is fine for being like the next step too, right? And then, ooh, yeah, puppeteers, yeah, pull a lever. Okay, so he's here, right? Here he is. Got tall torso. I'm using my mouse, I apologize. Hanging from the ceiling are hooks, right? Maybe there's a lot of them. Maybe they don't all work towards moving the animatronics, but so he needs to hook those in and become the puppet to then move, the animatronics on stage. And then maybe he moves one over into performing an action, a lever or something. Sure. Something like that. Yeah. Bleeding out isn't something you overcome by force of will. You've spent your life wearing the costume of a puppet. Now it's time for you to become the puppet. If you want to survive, you must grab the key with the puppet. Yeah. Claw game. Oh, ha 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 ha. What's to stop him from pulling the hooks without hooking himself? Let's say that the hooks have an electrical current And in order to move the puppet, he can't just move the hooks, but he actually needs to have them inside his body to, like, be electrically conductive. So there's a little bit of electricity, but, you know, yeah. Barbed hooks. Yeah, that'll be fun. I like this. I like this. Okay, so let me think. All right, so we got the hooks, we got the puppets, we got the figures on stage, we got some sort of mechanism. Yeah, like contact lamps. Yeah. Okay, and then the lever will release the key? Yeah, probably. Maybe like drop it into the center of the room, confetti bomb style. Yeah. There we go. And then that's, you get it. You get it. Yeah. And then key. Yeah, right? Yeah, right? Yeah. What kind of hooks are we talking about? What's the biggest fish hook? You don't have to donate to my therapy. I'll get there. Don't worry. Big fish hook. How big are we talking? Whoa, that's a big hook, huh? Oh, that's a big honking hook. Oh, the lever could just open the next area entirely. Yeah. Oh, Sinks, that's a good question. Yeah, what if this is where he starts? Interesting. Bail hooks. Oh, what are bail hooks? Yeah, bail hooks. Ooh. 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 Oh, man. Guys. Possibly uniting people's points either to educate or eradicate rude Afton or puppeteer. Oh, yeah, the puppet could be made of glass too. That's interesting. How maimed can he be before going into the next rooms? Movie logic. He'll be fine. Movie logic says he'll be fine. By the way, so speaking of hooks like this, we just watched, and I wish Annalise was here to talk about it, but we just watched the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, and, oh man, that's a movie. Yeah. When he gets on the stage, a timer starts. If he doesn't put the hooks in and latch himself into a harness to keep him suspended before the timer runs out, a trap door to death opens. Ooh, that's fun. Let's see. Using bail hooks, they could support 200 pounds. That works. Okay. Yeah, bail hooks. I like that. I think bail hooks are a good fit. They're beefy, they're meaty, right? And, you know, it's got Foxy references. We'll figure out what's propelling him forward through all of this at the end. I think that's good to figure out at the... Like, if he's got some sort of spring lock mechanism on him somewhere, you know? Let's see. Keeping the glass, though. So... what if... oh, well, this would be easy. What if he's in a glass box? Yeah. Oh, hey, no one here? You can absolutely catch this stream afterwards, don't worry. What if he's in a glass box? What if he gets up onto the stage, boom, glass box, right? And then the hooks descend, and then he has to do the hooks thing. No, I like the glass. I think glass is fitting for his character. I think glass is fitting for... because the fragility of a child and the fragility of his own ego in trying to control all of things, you know? What makes a villain truly is a lack of control. When you feel like you've lost control, that's when you're really losing touch with reality. So I think, yeah, we keep the glass. So what if he's in a glass box? Yeah. What if he does that? What if he's in like a... Here, I'll get some light glass color. So what if the box around him is glass. And then that I could like fill up with something or something like that, you know? What if the animatronics are chasing him during the game? I want this to be rooted for sure. Oh, repurpose the glass coffin, yeah. This is true. We have precedent. John has precedent here. Let me think. Carrying some kind of glass object that he has to safely transport across the stage. God, yeah, that would be tough. I do like that as well. Interesting, yeah. Okay, so what if John encases both stages in glass, right? Or at least like seals it off so he can't just, you know, bang, 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 right? And then Afton has to get into this glass box with the hooks, and he has to hook himself in to guide the animatronic across the stage to drop, let's say, the key in a ball, right? So that could be something. Yeah, egg spoon thing, basically. Yeah, he has to carefully navigate it across. It's in a very fragile glass ball, and if he drops it, it shatters. And if it shatters, then he is stuck there, essentially, right? Okay, so let's say this is more of a funnel situation. It goes doo, 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 and plops it out there. And once that's been done, it triggers, and then the box lifts. Yeah? Tempered and untempered glass? We could later on. I don't mind plagiarizing Squid Game. Multiple objects to try with. Oh, yeah. Maybe 3. We'll do 3. Maybe there's like 3 different objects here. There's 3 different balls, and he has to try each one to see which one it is. His tank could fill with gas if he fails. Yeah, that's something. So we can have some sort of gas. We can have John trap, Hoffman trap. You know. Have the ball end up in the pit? Wow, that would be an interesting series of events, wouldn't it? You'd have to keep track of it. That's an idea. These could all connect. It could be like a giant Rube Goldberg machine. Maybe it is a Hoffman trap. Okay, so let's see. But I like this much. I like that there's a key and a ball and it falls and he has to do the hooks, right? So let's piece out what we've got here. So we got figure on stage, controlled by him. So, yeah, hooks. Let's say glass wall, blocking stage. Let's say, I'll just say glass wall. Some sort of gas maybe from above, you know? Yeah. That's true. Amanda John and William Afton are in the fog. It's very true. Gas above. Yeah. Could be something. Gas above, acid. Could be acid. So then he moves it across, and then key. Okay. I like it. I like it. Oh man, what are those theme park ride what are they called? We're gonna have a fog machine, totally. What are those games called where you like guide something along a track and you can't touch the sides? Do you remember that? What are they called? You know what I'm talking about? They're in carnivals, right? So does anybody know what I'm talking about with that? It's like they're in like a cutout, and you gotta like guide a thing. No, it's not bowling. Is it bowling? No, it's not bowling. But yeah, so you like guide it through this thing, and you don't touch the sides, and then when you make it to the end, you're done, right? Yeah, it's like Operation, right? Yeah, so what if on stage, like, he has to get the puppet to do an Operation game? Would that be interesting? If he touches the sides, maybe, like, it, you know, like, maybe? Is that something? Can we do something with that? Or is this already good enough? What do you think? Is this... I mean, this is pretty good. Functionally, there's not a lot else that we can do here, right? So, I think. Yeah, with the electrified rails and the metal hoop. Uh-huh, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you got it. Yes, thank you. I think this is good, though. I think what we have is good. I think we nailed it. I think this is a great stage event. Is there, what else are we missing? It's got bail hooks, puppet strings, figure, glass wall, key, big honkin' timer. Big honkin' timer. And it's gonna have some motors in there as well to like move things because the glass has to like close and all that, right? Shocks of pain. Yeah, we'll save that for the spring lock trap. I like that. Motors. Yeah, it's got to have motors because it literally puppeteers an animatronic across the stage. So yeah, motors, lots. It's probably going to be the most expensive one. Okay. Rough and ready. I like it. Let's rasterize and pick our next. Okay, so we got a ball pit. We got a kitchen. We got a stage. All right. And now, does the timer honk? I gotta get a timer that honks. Arcade game? Yeah, arcade maybe. Is this what we want the spring lock to be? What about a spring lock arcade? Spring lock arcade? What kind of spring lock arcade could we do, maybe? Is that an option? Is that something? Does this interest you? You driving? You gelling? Spring lock arcade? Death arcade. Timer honks, confetti cannon upon... Yeah, oh yeah. Every single... Whenever the timer, like whenever there's a completion, it's just... And confetti, and then yay! There aren't even arcade games in the first location? Ugh. So is this the final trial? We'll rearrange these to be more dramatic because I really think that stage one is just so good for a final trial. You know what I mean? But let's see. Avoid activating spring locks as you attempt to get quarters to start up arcade machines. Each arcade win unlocks a spring lock. That's something. Spring locks, definitely. Yeah, spring locks and arcades. Let's think. What kind of... Okay, so ignoring the movie, because that had anachronistic, non-historically accurate arcade games. What kind of... You think arcade security and spring lock should be separate? Okay. Interesting. So, I feel like we want to do spring locks. I feel like we need to get spring locks out of our system, right? So let's think about spring locks and think about what we could do. Because we don't have to do these in order, right? We can choose the order that they occur in and we can map it out to be like, oh, it's like a funhouse type thing. But spring locks. So realistically, what do spring locks? What are we thinking here? What do they do, man? What is a spring lock in essence? Spring lock operation, yeah. He has to go through the hallway to the security room. It's very humid and he has to walk carefully since the moisture in the air would cause them to clamp. Well, yeah. I could do. What do spring locks do, though? So spring locks, essentially, they're really finicky locks that spring shut, right? So there's a spring holding them open, by my understanding. Yeah? Is that essentially what's going on? Oh, God, it's so blue. Why is it blue? Ugh. All right. How they work. Spring locks lock the internal parts, endoskeleton, gears, wires, away from the body cavity so a person can safely fit inside. A performer wearing the suit would crank the locks open, step inside, and secure them in place. If moisture, sweat, or sudden movement occurs, the locks can fail and the metal parts snap back into place, crushing the wearer from the inside out. Fuck. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Reverse bear trap, but spring locks. Yeah, this is very blue. I don't like how blue this is. Can we go to reader mode? There we go. Okay. We got reader mode. We're good. It's not blue anymore. Jesus. Although now the stream just looks beige as hell, so yeah, that's fine. Okay. I mean, we are making a movie. They fail if they get wet. Okay. So, spring locks. Fail when wet. Essentially like reverse bear trap. Sprinklers. So the spring locks fail when wet, so he has to get through a space in a spring lock suit before sprinklers. Yeah, fire safety sprinklers. That's interesting. That could be interesting. Yeah, that's fair. I guess it's more of a just bear trap. Lots of bear traps. Many bear trap. Lots of little bear traps. Yeah. Sprinklers aren't bad. Walk the rigging. Borderlands level with me? Oh, fuck. I'd have to watch Borderlands. Oh, don't do that to me. Fazbear traps. Ha ha! Sorry. That's funny. Sprinklers, though. I like that. So, in the Saw video game, there were sections where you had to, like, balance on beams to, like, safely navigate a room. So, what if... what if he has to... So he has to navigate a room. Right? That's step one. He has to get from A to B. So let's sketch this out and see what we can come up with. So let's say, right, so we've got room... Yeah. Okay, he starts here. And... yeah, balancing above water in a spring lock suit. And there's a timer. And walk through the cramped hallway security room to get the suit off. Okay. This could be how he gets back to the security room. Let's say, like, security room door is here. So he has to navigate this path, right? Assumingly, right? Yeah. And in Saw 3D, he has to, like, navigate across beams blindfolded. Red light, green light. Okay, here's an idea. All right, okay, hang on. It's coming to me. Okay, so the room is flooded. He has to walk on a balance beam to get through it. He cannot walk when the lights are on, or else sprinklers will turn on. When the lights turn off, he is allowed to move at pace. Yeah? Oh, and the glass. Yeah, that's a good point. Where do we fit the glass into it? What if he's walking on glass? Right? Red light, dead light. Yeah. Banger. Okay. Yeah, walking on glass. Navigate. Hallway to security room. Walking on glass. Sprinklers turn on if he is seen. So he has to memorize the path, right? He has to memorize the path when the lights are on. When the lights turn off, he has to shimmy on the glass, not shattering it, because there's water underneath as well, and that will just activate the thing. Yeah. Yeah. We can do the tempered glass here as well. Yeah, okay. A mirror maze? Navigate. Mirror hallway to security room. Walking on glass. Sprinklers turn on if he moves when lit up. So that includes the cameras. That includes light switches. Okay. I like that. Yeah. Jaywalker Tom? Oh, Tom Jaywalker's always loved here. Poor bastard. Can tempered glass support spring lock suit? Let's find out. How heavy is a spring lock suit? Right. I don't think we would have gotten an answer to that. How much weight can... tempered glass hold? 240 pounds. Okay, so... Quarter-inch tempered glass. Doesn't need to be a full spring lock suit. That's a good point. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. Okay. And that's, by the way, that's quarter-inch. We can make it thicker than that, right? Right? Can we make it thicker than that? How thick can you make tempered glass? Can be made to any thickness, but thicker than normal would be... Thickness by application? 1 inch thick? Look at that! 1 inch thick, glass flooring. Boom, done. How expensive is tempered glass? Ooh, now that's going to be interesting, isn't it? But we'll find that out when we're wrapping up. Tempered and non-tempered floor. And let's say, like, let's say, what's your foot the bill idea? Tell me, Elk Skull. I'll jot it down if it's good. Yeah, I want to know. How much property damage did death cause in Final Destination? That has been requested. Covering Final Destination has been a big requested series for the channel, I gotta say. And it is something that I want to cover. I just gotta find the right angle on it. How much property damage would Jigsaw have caused, or would Death have caused trying to get that covered? Yeah. Try and get those kids. Okay. But yes, I would love to cover that. So he's in spring locks, right? They fail when wet. There are lots of little Fazbear traps. Sprinklers above. So navigate the mirror hallway. Let's just say there's mirrors in there. You know, it just makes it a little awkward, right, to navigate. Most people are so ungrateful for the thick, but not you. Not anymore. So he has to navigate the mirror hallway to the security room, walking on glass. Sprinklers turn on if he moves when the lights are lit up. Tempered and non-tempered floor. Visible when illuminated. And just to make things interesting, big honkin' timer. Okay. Yeah. And we could say that, you know, the symbolism is, yeah, mirrors and newspaper clippings, love that. Maybe have a few of them like hanging from the ceiling and stuff. And how big is the big honkin' timer? You'll probably need a few. You'll need at least one, right, where he's starting, right? So let's, oh no, I made it too big. Oh, I made it too big. Oh no, it's too big. Oh dear, I cut it off. Oh dear. Hang on. Oh jeez, oh, it's too big. No, it's too big. I gotta fix the window size. Hang on. There we go. Okay, we're good. So yeah, we'll have a couple of them. In situations like this, I've found that a few big honkin' timers are conducive. Yeah. So like one here. One not at the end, but towards the end, so that he can like see it, you know? Honkin' timers can't be too big. That's true. That's true. It was so funny doing research for Squid Game and finding big honkin' timers the size of the timers they use in Squid Game. I didn't realize they made big honkin' timers that honkin' big. But man, they make them. They got the clap of those honkin' timer cheeks. Thick. All right. So Springlock hallway. Yeah? How we feeling? Do we like it? Is it good? Honka honka. Springlock hallway? Yeah? I think this one's good. I think it's good. I think we're really leaning into the fact that... Oh, that's not what I want. There we go. You know, we don't have to worry about security cameras, which is nice because it's a restaurant. Yes. No, I think that's good. Okay, so now, how heavy is a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic? Come on now. How heavy is a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic? R/animatronics. Just happened to have a dream last night that brought this to mind. How much do Chuck E. Cheese Rockafire animatronics weigh on average? Cyberamics weigh around 50 pounds. Rockafire explosion bots vary from 100 to 150. Oh, that makes sense. I guess the more it's fixed in place... Yeah, use Bing. Bing pays me to use Bing. They rack up points and give you gift cards. It's great. Yeah, use Bing. Don't use Bing because Microsoft is good. Use Bing because free gift cards. Guys, let's foot the bill. Be frugal. Come on. John probably uses Bing. Well, if John had lived long enough to experience Bing. Yeah. I guess John didn't get to see Bing. Bing equals cha-ching. Thank you. Okay, so animatronics can weigh a lot. I mean, a lot of animatronics are just air pistons anyway. So, like, do you include that in the weight? Oh, thank you, Scotty. I love my videos too. I love making them. So do you include the air pumps in the weight? Yeah, so FNAF animatronics would be heavier. So actually, in the FNAF video I did so long ago, I based those animatronics off of, what are they called? The Honda had been developing bipedal animatronics for so long, And they were trying to make animatronics and robots that would just walk, right? And they would walk around and do the walking thing. And I talked to a roboticist about it because I was like, hey man, you like FNAF? And he's like, I do. And I'm like, have you ever thought of like pricing out how a FNAF animatronic would work? And he's like, no, it never occurred to me. I was too busy, being a roboticist. I'm like, oh, well, here, let's talk about that. And we went off of that basis, but damn, they heavy. When they walking around, damn, they heavy. Also, Annalise is finally here. How is sushi?
It was good.
Yeah, do you have good sushi?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. You could scoot in closer, by the way.
Hello.
Yeah. My wife is here, guys. Say hi. So we let me run you down what we did. So we did a bracket.
I was like, where are we at on this?
So we did a bracket to figure out who we're putting in the trap. And it landed on William Afton.
Oh, I like being called Mrs. Arcader.
Yeah. We set it in Freddy Fazbear's, and now we've been building. Oh yeah, Oh, your voice is pretty.
Oh, that actually means a lot. I'm personally not a fan of my own voice. Thank you.
She makes me do all the voice work. This is all her idea. No. So we had a big bracket of ideas and people to go through. We had Kitten Arcader on there. We had Adolf, the Austrian painter, on there. We had Napoleon, Dynamite, or the Emperor.
So what's that? I'm not the brains. I am just the trash cat.
So yeah, we had a lot of options, but we did a bracket system, broke it down. One of them was Tom Jaywalker, which is just like the poor sap who breaks the dumbest law in the country, and John's just like, he must be punished. So.
Oh, I know people have always made jokes like he just picks up jaywalkers.
Exactly. So that was almost who we got, but we landed on William Afton. And so we've done the kitchen, the ball pit, the stage, the springlock hallway, and now we're going to bring it back home to the security room.
Okay.
So you're in time for the final trap room.
Oh, perfect.
And then we start researching the cost of everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Poor guy. The entire FNAF pizzeria has just been his trap.
Basically, yeah, we've turned rooms in the pizzeria into the trap. So the kitchen, half of it is essentially an oven. The other half is a freezer. He needs to take a pretty mid-sized block of ice with a glass key in it and move it into an oven to melt the ice to get the key out to leave. Holding the oven open, it's a heating element, so he's burning himself while he's holding it open, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of like Obi. It's a little bit of that, and we've had this like theme of glass going,
Of course.
because the children that he killed were fragile, precious things.
Oh, yeah.
Wet floor signs will be dressed like Billy.
Nice, perfect.
Yeah, so it's really cool. Next up was the ball pit. So the balls are covered in an electrically conductive smear. They're glass balls. One of the keys is in the ball, and one of the balls is UV reactive. Sometimes there's also like batteries.
I think Billy Balloon Boy would be hilarious.
Oh man,
That would
little
be funny.
combo deal. Have them hang out.
Yeah,
Tandem.
Balloon Billy, yeah. I like that.
We get them on a tandem tricycle. So he has to hold the connection to have the UV light on, but that slowly ramps up the electricity in the pit. So as he takes longer, he starts to get electrified. But he has to smash the glass ball that has the key in it, and he learns. He's introduced to the game when he steps into the room. He's barefoot because obviously it's a Saw game. You can't have shoes. He steps on broken glass.
Yep.
He steps on one of the balls and it shatters. Yeah. Next, the stage. This one was really cool. So, the stage is blocked by a big pane of glass, and there's an animatronic on one side, and there's a couple of like, basically prize balls that it has to carry across the stage. How do you carry it across the stage? Well, Afton has to climb into Pirate Cove, where a bunch of hooks are hanging, and he has to put the hooks in his arms and legs and puppeteer the animatronic across the stage to safely deliver the package that has the key.
Jeez.
And if he fails to do it in time, maybe like gas or acid or something pours on him.
So I've got a question. Are the animatronics involved or no?
Well, that's supernatural. and Jigsaw isn't supernatural.
Oh, that's fair, that's
so
fair.
they're just robots here.
They're just robots.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's just a lunatic that builds machines.
Oh, okay.
This would be, in this way, John is the spirit of the children who have died. Also, Sophia, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good night. So, yeah, the animatronics are off there chilling.
Okay, so they're just actual animatronics.
This last room that we did was the Springlock hallway. Navigate the mirror hallway to the security room. He's walking on glass. He's in Springlock mechanisms of some kind. Above him are all sprinklers. So Springlocks activate via moisture, right? So it's a red light, green light situation. The light turns on, he can see the safe path ahead. The light turns off, he has to remember it. And also, I just realized there's got to be a key, right? There has to be a key hanging in the hallway that he has to grab. So let's add a key there because he's got
so basically it's going to be kind of like the that game in Squid Game
yeah.
where they jump on the...
It's like the tube, but he has to grab a key along the way. And if he gets wet, the spring locks activate and he dies.
I'm trying to remember, was that hopscotch in Squid Game?
Yeah, it was
Or
hopscotch.
It was hopscotch? Okay.
While Jigsaw targets awful people, when they run out of them, they turn to normal people. In a chart, they go down to the next but lesser evil.
We'll say, I haven't seen that paperclip dude in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
That brought me back to doing Word documents in high school.
Ooh, several keys. I like the idea of several keys actually hanging. And then there's also like newspaper clippings of the dead kids.
Oh, of course, yeah. Oh, so in this world, he's just crazy and he just murders kids for, you know...
I mean, in the original world, he's also crazy.
That's great, that's true.
The difference is they have ghosts.
Yeah.
Maybe several keys hanging. Definitely newspapers.
Oh, heck yeah, the Clippy Army.
Yeah.
Glad to see he's still doing well.
That's a movement by I'm spacing on his name. Louis Rosman, the tech YouTuber who's very critical of like modern tech industry bullshit and massive corporatism. Anybody that Louis Rosman hates, Jigsaw will put in a trap, I'll tell you that. Oh, wet floor signs have a number combination. That's interesting. That would be fun.
John would definitely do that.
Yeah, John would be petty. Wet floor signs combo. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I think that pretty much... And obviously it's 1983, of course. Wait, 1983 or 1987? Is it the Bite of 87 or 1983? Bite of 83?
I believe it's 83. Markiplier got the 87.
Oh.
He got the date wrong, but it's become a meme.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Mark. 1983. Okay. I also gave a summary of FNAF. It was very good and completely accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did a very, very good. Kid bite is 83, frontal lobe is 87.
Oh, okay.
God damn.
Yeah, he got the dates mixed up, and
Yeah.
but everyone refers it as the Bite of 87 now.
Well, that's why he's the best. You know? And I respect it. So how do we feel about the Springlock hallway? We feel that's good? How we feeling about it? Because remember, we'll rearrange these at the end, and we'll figure out what order they go in, right? 11 out of 10? Love it? Honestly, I feel like the deeper in we get, the better these become. Oh, Scott Cawthon did it? Yeah. It has wet floor signs. Yeah. Wet floor signs are the best. All right, I'm going to lock it in.
So Scott pulled a rug on everyone. Okay.
Well, you know, you got to subvert expectations.
So he went back and made changes.
Of course. You got to subvert expectations, right?
I don't know too much about the FNAF lore.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if you mentioned, Trey and I have a friend who is like obsessed with FNAF.
Oh, man. That dude truly is obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's. I got him a giant onesie for his birthday last year.
Well, we got him a Foxy plushie backpack and a Freddy Fazbear onesie.
Yeah, and I jokingly got him like a quadruple XL onesie off of Amazon. And Damn it all. I mean,
We thought it was gonna be way too big, but it fit perfect.
I'm tall, right? I'm
very
like
tall.
6'1". My friend Will is taller than me, I think.
By a few inches.
Yeah. But, man, that Freddy Fazbear Fanta ad.
I recently saw, so Fanta's doing, they're doing the soda cans, but like Freddy Fazbear is gonna be on one, Chucky's on another one, the Grabber from Black Phone's on another, but they put a bunch of them in an ad recently. Yeah, so Chucky's also in this one.
Weird. Is this it? The
I think
FNAF
so.
animation?
No, that just looks like the can. Because the
It's just
actual,
the can.
yeah, just
Where's
look
the
up the
ad?
Fana ad.
I did. Freddy Fazbear
Oh,
Fanta ad. Where Megan emotes on a
Oh
guy?
yeah, Megan's also in the ad because she's also on the soda can. Oh yeah, I think that's the first one. Might be it, but oh, it's on Facebook.
Whatever. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Black phone?
Yeah.
What is happening? What the fuck is happening? What did I just watch?
The new Fana ad.
Okay, sure. That is fucking bizarre. Okay, that's fine. All right. So, god damn it, distracting me. Okay, so.
Although I did see people upset because
really?
Michael Myers is also on the soda can, but he wasn't in the commercial, and people were like, "Why wasn't Michael in the
The
commercial?"
fuck is he gonna do in the commercial? Stand there?
Yeah, he'll just stand there menacingly,
Nah.
like Michael does.
Okay, so we've got 4 rooms. Now we have Springlock Hallway, we have the ball pit, we have a stage. Come on, stage. We move the stage. There we go. And we have the kitchen.
Yeah, see, he could have just been in the background, just standing there.
How do you know he wasn't in the background? He just didn't look for him.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. Sneaky. All right. We have our 4 rooms. How do they connect back to... Yeah, the final one has to be the safe room. So how do they connect back to the safe room? What are we thinking? So what order do they go in, actually? So kitchen to ball pit to Springlock to stage? No. Springlock should be last. The stage is a nice, like, mid-tier finale. I like that. Okay, so the safe room is near the stage. Security room has something to do with fire because Afton burns. Could be. Use the keys to unlock the safe room. Definitely. Okay. So we start... I feel like we start in the kitchen, right? We start in the kitchen. We move to the ball pit. Then the hallway. And then the stage back to the security room, right? So let's talk about the security room. Okay. So let's talk about the security
I
room.
have like 5 traps at Freddy's.
Also, there may have been just a little bit... Oh, maybe he gets the Springlock suit from the stage. That's not a bad idea. I like that. Tricky. Okay. So, but let's discuss the security room. Let's figure out what happens there, right? So... He opens the door to the security room. What do we have? What are we looking at? We've got the big metal doors. Right. So we have that going for us. What do you think? I mean, there's cameras looking everywhere. That's a big function of the security room. Got the phone. Has to keep the doors open. Guillotine door? Maybe, maybe.
I like the thought of guillotine door.
Guillotine door is interesting, but how would we... Classic game of FNAF. Would we just make him play a game of Five Nights at Freddy's?
Where he actually has to open the doors,
Yeah.
But you have limited use of power. Because that's in the first game, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a set amount of power, and if you run out, well...
So what if...
Someone says it feels too meta.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tricky. I don't think...
No.
You know, Amanda's pretty good with computers.
He did say she knows, because she's
But
the one
no.
who found out the info about the people in Saw X.
Yeah. No. What are we doing in there? What are we gonna do?
This is in security room?
Yeah, this is the security room. Big metal doors, there's cameras, there's a phone. Oh, like actual animatronics? Well, maybe. I like fire.
So he got put into a trap for murdering kids, right?
Yes.
So what's the theme of all the rooms? Because normally it has to do with how terrible you are.
We've used glass as a sort of explanation of the children, their fragility, and
Because, I mean, he used the animatronics to lure the kids, so...
He did.
Maybe guiding someone using cameras.
Guiding someone using
Yeah.
cameras.
Someone might be involved in his game.
Oh.
That...
Oh my god. Hang on. Okay, wait. It's starting to come to me. So...
Got Michael, yeah.
Yeah. He could be guiding somebody. Interesting. What if his final game then yeah. Using too much time and energy on the traps, he's locked in the location forever. Okay, so the amount of time. So
The Jaywalker's back on the menu.
Tom Jaywalker. Okay, time spent on games equals power left. And there's a lot of like electricity going into these games as well, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but if someone dies, that Afton dies too as a result.
Guide. Okay, so yeah, what if it's that easy? What if guide someone through the game, through his games?
Well, what would their game be?
Well, they would just have to go through all the games that he went through, right?
Okay.
But he has a limited amount of time. He can communicate with them over the phone. And let's say...
So would the security room be like his final test?
Doors open when his victim survives. How does John reset the broken glass items between, though? By being John. I mean, admittedly, there's
Hoffman's
some...
already out there.
Yeah, John's got apprentices. They're sweeping up. They're going crazy. Guide him through a maze. Could do, yeah. I like the idea of him guiding somebody from the security room. I like the idea of him having a limited amount of time and resources to help them based on the amount of like time that he spent in his games. So that's like equivalent to his power left. And I like the idea that the doors have to open when his victim successfully survives. And if his victim doesn't survive, the doors stay shut forever, and maybe some weird spring lock head trap thing, blindfolded, of course, and maybe some maybe he's got like a spring lock thing on him that'll also like. No, I feel like getting trapped is enough.
Phone a friend, like in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Person meets Afton in the room, and they're given the choice of self-sacrifice to kill Afton for his crimes. Springtrap suit head. Ooh, could do, could do. I like the idea of Afton having to put his ego aside to help someone get to his location.
But would he? Well, I guess if his life depends on it, yeah.
I also really I want to do a Saw 2 situation where he thinks he's guiding somebody, but it's actually completely different.
Oh,
Henry?
yeah.
Maybe Henry? I don't know. Oh, William Afton. Who lives? Don't be blue. Okay, cool. Biography. His daughter Elizabeth, his son Michael, an unnamed third son, crying child. Yeah, I gotta use the keys on something. Oh, the keys could maybe help in some way in the maze? That Fanta commercial was terrible.
Oh yeah, that Fanta commercial was great. I think I saw it just yesterday or the day before, and I was like, hey, that's great.
Unnamed third son is already dead. Okay, so Michael is the only one living.
Confessional aspect, that's like a jigsaw.
Yeah, yeah. Does Michael know what his dad did? Is Michael aware of what William's done? Okay, so Michael knows? Okay.
I know the lore for the movie's different, but is that mic different?
Yeah, it's a different mic.
Okay.
Yeah. Tricky, tricky. Michael learns eventually, we don't know when. What if this is how Michael learns?
No.
What if William is guiding Michael through? Yeah. So what if William has to guide Michael through everything? And then, right. And in the process, Michael's going to be like, Dad, why is this happening? What is happening? Why do they keep saying what's this about kids? What's going on? And then it turns out the game was actually Michael's game. Yeah. And then Michael is the one who chooses whether lives or dies. It's very dramatic. I like it. Yeah, as he guides him through the games, he learns a little bit more every time. Yeah, end of Saw 6 type of situation. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, not the scooping room. Oh, God, no. Saw 6, except pulling the lever at the end is justified. Hey, now. Hey, now.
I love Saw 6.
You killed my dad, you son of a bitch. Killed his dad.
Like, I get where the kid is coming from.
That kid's going to jail.
I mean, we don't see him in the support group.
That kid went to jail. I'm just saying. That kid...
It sucks because I feel like
Kid went to jail.
At the end of 6, William actually felt remorse for what he had been doing. I felt like he was a changed man. But his trap is cool.
Keys help, but decrease timer. Yeah. Time spent on games equals power left. Guiding someone through his games, Michael. There's a limited amount of time. You can communicate over the phone. The keys help Michael, but they decrease the amount of time left. And the doors open when Michael survives. Michael chooses whether William lives or dies. That's good.
Oh yeah, see, Easton becoming a lobbyist against the insurance industry would have been amazing.
Yeah, but, you know, he would have to have survived. And wait, does that make the kid a future Jigsaw apprentice? Or does that make...
I know a lot of fans want a lot of the surviving kids to come back, like Daniel and
So,
Corbett.
for those who don't know, if you join the channel as a member or on Patreon, we have a Discord. And in that Discord, we sometimes take time to hang out and write Saw scripts. And we're working on a script currently. We've been working on it for months, but yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so using all the keys would get Michael out, but William gets trapped forever, guaranteed. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I like that. But yeah, so we've been working on that. So, you know, think about it. Maybe.
You think this is how they actually
Yes.
spitball ideas for traps?
I do. I think so. I think this is how they spitball this kind of stuff. So, let's... Okay, so next question is, what year... I think that's good. I think that's a nice, like, it wraps it up nicely. But now, what year does this take place in? Because that's gonna make or break a lot of things about this. This has to be before the spring locks happen, right? So...
96, 98.
96, 98. Okay, okay.
Somewhere in the late 90s.
Yeah. Late 90s. Okay. After sending Michael down to circus babies, William Afton goes to the abandoned Freddy's restaurant to dismantle the original animatronics. However, he awoke the ghost of the 5 children. Now able to leave their metal suits. They attacked William, filled with rage, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so... Late 90s, we think? Yeah? Late 90s? Maybe 96? Maybe 98? Doesn't have to be too specific. Just got to give me a window for this. So, years 1996 to 1998. Okay. So now we go to my favorite, call it an even, 97. Yeah, that'd be fine. Archive.org. Lovely. And we were going to go to lose.com. So I think we can get a ballpark. Let's see, how far back do we go? We got 96, we got 97, we got early 1999. Yeah, AO3. I apologize to the fan fiction community for ever stepping near there. God. What does Lowe's.com look like in 1999? It looks...
I was a fanfiction.net kid back in high school.
Yeah. Woof. Oh, no, don't get my zip code. That's fine. You don't need it.
Oh, no.
Thank you. Have a fantastic one, Nightmare.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, for everybody who was there for the, Oh, Harbor Freight guy? Maybe. All right, let's see.
Harbor Freight might be more realistic.
Do they have a website?
Yeah. I know my dad is a Harbor Freight,
That's true. Your dad likes Harbor
Yeah.
Freight.
well,
Most dads do.
fixing and building things. Are
Harbor
his
Freight
thing.
goes back to 1997, so could be onto something there.
And I know Harbor Freight has more things than like Lowe's and Home Depot would have.
They've got some spots in 1999. It's in front of me. I just gotta read. I gotta read.
I was not ready for that story, man. That was
Man, those fan fictions. I do.
And then My Immortal is just a classic.
Right. I do apologize to those authors who felt uncomfortable with the attention that their stories were getting or the way that we were reading them. And, you know, as far as lobbing criticism, it happens naturally. I've been writing since I was a kid as well, and I've been published for, you know, poetry and fiction in the past, and I think if somebody's reading your story and they have an opinion on it, whether it's good or bad, it might be worth. What's the advice that always gets told to me? If somebody tells you exactly what's wrong with your story, like how to fix it, that's not the advice you need to hear. If somebody tells you this part slogs a bit or this feels off, that's the advice that you listen to. And the rest of it, you know, just people having fun. Was all the fan fiction cursed? No, it never was, but it's YouTube. I have to say cursed fan fiction or else people will just be like, oh, well, he's just reading books then, isn't he? Yeah. But, yeah, I understand. And that's why ultimately it's a members only video. And yeah, one day I want to go back and finish reading the other fan fictions that were submitted. I know I've got permission from at least one of the authors because they submitted their Saw crossover with Code Lyoko fanfiction, and I really want to read that. I would love to celebrate that on the channel, because that's fucking amazing, man, and it's hard to write a story, even a bad one, so shit. Okay. Let's figure out what we're purchasing, right? So, first things first. If you can find it in the location you're in, it's not a purchase, it's scavenging. So what can we scavenge from this location that we can use in these games? So motors, a lot of glass. There's a lot of glass. There's a lot of glass. I'm really curious about that Saw Code Lyoko. Really curious about it. Timers probably have to come externally. Glass balls. Yeah, glass key. A lot of glass. A lot of glass. Tempered glass. Funhouse mirrors. It's a lot of glass that he'll have to bring in. What he doesn't have to bring in, I think, will be motors. You could probably source those from, you know, I think that could come from an animatronic. Freezer oven situation. That would require some re-engineering, maybe some extra ovens, maybe reorganizing the freezer a little bit. But we can make that work. That's the beauty of fan fiction. The ones you didn't think you'd enjoy, you enjoyed quite a lot. And, nothing wrong with that. Never stop writing. The kitchen does have that block of ice. So, we'll include that in things that he needs to buy. Not a big block of ice, but, you know. To buy, and then we'll say scavenged. What else can be scavenged? Can the hooks be scavenged? Is there anything hook-like in the FNAF Pizzaria?
I mean, if you went to a junkyard, you could potentially.
Meat hooks could be in the freezer. Would the freezer have meat hooks? Does FNAF strike you as the kind of freezer that would have meat hooks? Spares for foxing?
I don't.
They serve whole pig at FNAF's?
Like,
Hawaiian style.
It's probably more similar to a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
And I like Chuck E. Cheese will have a freezer, but I don't know if they'll have like meat hooks.
Oh, Hopper, go ahead and send me a message on Patreon, because sometimes the Discord link connection thing doesn't work. Fazbear's got meat hooks? Okay. Oh, he does own the Gideon plant, so
That's true.
that's actually a good point. Anything from any of his locations he could also scavenge. Okay. Let's think. What else? Electricity is pretty easy because the building has electricity running to it, so that's fine. Sprinklers, again, that's fine. Wet floor signs, that's fine. Spring lock suit, that's fine. A lot of this would just be re-engineering what's already there, so that's good. Black lights would still be there because of the arcade. Let's not capitalize that. Afton is probably paying for the electricity going into his own trap. Probably! How many buildings does John own? A few. He owns the farm complex, he owns the meatpacking plant, he owns the mannequin factory and warehouse. Mm-hmm. He owns several houses. The man owns a lot of property. And he's got patents. How does he control the puppet on the stage? That's a good question. That would have to be... How do they control the puppets on stage? Servos or a pulley system. Could be remote, yeah. Could be like you pull on this, that moves that. Is it 1-to-1? Is it a ratio system? I mean, you can definitely have garage door chain stuff, maybe. Could be pulleys. Well, and two, the chain could pull to activate a mechanism, right? So you pull down on chain, it slides something into place that activates a mechanism to like raise the arm on the other one. You let go of the chain, arm goes down. So it just activates the circuit, right? So, and then you just run the inverse for the legs. So really, it doesn't have to be overly complicated, right? Locks, definitely. Oh yeah, the security room's gonna have a lot of specialized locks. Locks that register to trap rooms. Let me think. Can John save enough quarters in this one to have a day at the arcade? Can John save enough quarters in this trap system to have a day at the arcade? Or will the pizzeria pandemonium he puts in place leave him pinching pennies? Let's find out.
Click.
Honestly, so much can come from this location. That's the beauty of having a real dense, industrial speaking, dense location. I think... You're welcome. Does it have enough tape? Ugh.
Yeah, because I know Amanda, I'm assuming her age is just what Shawnee Smith's age was, and she was 35 when she did the first Saw movie.
She was 35 in 2004?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Then
yeah,
she's...
it's crazy to know I'm going to be turning the same age she was when she was in the first Saw movie.
I don't know if we're going to do the Saw 2 twist necessarily, unless... Nah, I don't think the interaction works if Michael is putting through all of this, because I feel like William needs to actually help him through the traps, right? I'm trying to think of what would need to be replaced in doing it over. I don't think you would really need all that much. So, none of these trap rooms destroy themselves in any serious way. It's just getting through the door, right? So, assuming William survived every single one, you wouldn't need to replace that much. Glass balls for sure. How much are glass balls? Glass gashapon balls, maybe? Glass balls.
Ooh. That'd be interesting.
Resealable glass balls. No, you do. That's not. There we go. Resealable glass balls. Like that, but glass.
But glass, yeah. I mean, the old school Christmas ornaments were glass.
True.
Like ornaments I remember from being a kid.
Parent Christmas ornaments. Oh, it's asking for PNGs. Glass Christmas ornaments. There we go. Something like that.
Something like that.
And you could pop a key into that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that hard.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna have Michael, William's final trap is guiding his son through everything, and this is how Michael discovers William's secret that he killed those kids. Because it's never stated in the lore how it happened. Yeah. A lot of glass. Okay, so glass ornaments. This would normally be
Gonna
the...
be a ball pit like the needle pit?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. And then there's a black light. So the black light, one of the balls is painted to glow.
Course,
And
yeah,
then da-da-da. Most ovens don't have... Yeah. The kitchen will need to be modified for sure. I don't know necessarily how much that will cost on top of. Maybe bring in some extra ovens.
Yeah, how do you maintain constant heat?
Yeah, extra ovens.
Well, I guess you could... How does,
Electrical work.
How do the bars in Saw 3 work? Remember when Jeff has to grab the key and he burns his face on the...
Oh, those are freezing.
Oh, it's just...
They're freezing.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Does the pizzeria come with a full-size freezer? That's a good question. I
Also,
don't
fun
want
fact, that freeze trap is like... To me, it's the worst Saw trap because I hate being cold and I can't imagine being frozen to death.
Could always get a portable walk-in freezer. Maybe. I think you can stretch it to say that the pizzeria would have a full-size freezer. Just be glad she's frozen in there and you're out here.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I think we can stretch that. We're going to be spending a lot of money on glass here. A lot of custom glass as well. But that's doable. And he's the sheriff. Does he restock the prize counter? Yes. Okay. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. If you guys want to ask Annalise a bunch of questions and have her answer them, by all means, do so. While I step out for just a moment.
You can also hear a kitty cat scratching at the door.
Alright, I'll be right back.
That's a good point. I'm not sure how cold walk-ins get. What's his fur like? That's a good question. I don't even know. I guess think of the softest cat you've ever pet. Like that. Oh, that's a wet or dry food? I would say wet. Velvet's a good, yeah. Oh, if time and money weren't an issue. That's hard. Because there's so many characters. I love cosplaying. I would probably, in terms of cosplay, I really like Twilight Princess Zelda from Legend of Zelda. If money wasn't an option, I would do a really cool version of that. Oh gosh, what's the most embarrassing story I can tell about Trey? I don't know. I feel like I'm always embarrassing myself. Yeah, Trey's a really cool guy. I'm the one. Oh, what's my favorite bad horror movie? Actually, a lot of people don't like I Know What You Did Last Summer, but that was my first horror movie when I was 10 years old, and I have a very soft spot for it. Like, I know people trash on it a lot, but I love I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I still know what you did last summer. I would love to do a Samus cosplay too. Fun fact, Metroid is one of Trey's favorite video games. So he would definitely love for me to do a Samus cosplay for sure. But in talking about bad horror movies, we actually just watched the newest I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh yeah, I almost started talking about that, and I waited for you to get home.
Well, I was asked what my favorite bad horror movie is, and I'm like,
movie?
I was like, I love the original, I know, but we watched the new one last night, and I had a lot of opinions about it.
Woo, loudy. I'll always know what you did last summer.
Oh gosh, I've only seen that once, and I've never seen the Blood and Honey horror movies.
Oh, those are designed to be bad, though. It's not fair.
But yeah, that new I Know What You Did Last Summer. If you guys seen it, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but it takes a lot for me to not like a movie, and it's not like I didn't like it, but the moves they did in that movie, I was at the end of it, I was like, why did we do this? Ooh, favorite movies, definitely Weapons. Trey and I saw Weapons a few weeks ago, and that movie was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
So someone had mentioned putting like little arcade tokens in some of the balls that don't have the key.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, that way it has the jingle, but it doesn't have the, okay.
I have not seen the Maniac Cop movies. I've seen, hasn't Dead Meat done kill counts on them?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've
Yeah.
seen their kill counts on
I
them.
believe so.
I'm trying to think, what other, like, that would be considered bad horror movies, but I love them. I'm trying to think back to every movie I have seen.
Some of the... I mean, it's tough, because there's some, like, franchises that I'm a big fan of, but they just fall off after the second movie.
Right.
There's some franchises that I love, but never seem to do well. Like, I love...
Until I haven't seen the Until Dawn movie, but I heard it's not great compared to the game.
Oh, Killer Clowns from Outer
Oh, Killer
Space.
Clowns is
Yeah,
a good one. It's a good one.
Like, we recently watched a bunch of
Oh,
the...
Bruce Campbell. All right. Well, those.
Maniac Cop?
Yeah, I didn't know he was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We recently watched a bunch of the, like, the Friday the 13th movies.
Oh,
and
some of them are really good, and then some of them you're like, what happened?
well, the problem is the really good ones are still pretty bad. And they always maintain being pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but the Platinum Dunes remake is really good.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's a greatest hit.
Yep, I've seen the K-pop Demon Hunters, yep.
I have not, but she told me a lot about it.
It's very catchy. One of my friend's daughters is obsessed with the songs. They're always singing the Soda Pop song.
It's the most valuable movie on Netflix.
It was a cute movie. I'm into K-pop.
And at least keeps teasing me with
Jason
watching...
Takes Manhattan. I love that one. He punches a guy's head straight off.
And at least keeps teasing me with watching the Twilight series.
Oh, I think I know Trey will have a lot of opinions on the Twilight franchise.
I Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I love vampires. I grew up reading Interview with the Vampire, The Vampire
That's
Lestat,
why I know you're
Anne
going to have a
Rice.
lot of opinions about the Twilight vampires.
Yeah.
No, I was laughing because they're putting the Twilight movies back in theater, and I went through a Twilight phase in college, so I saw all of them when they came out.
How much was tempered glass in the...
I also heard in filming Jason Takes Manhattan, like, the poor actor playing Jason was, like, messed with by a lot of tourists and just, New Yorkers in general.
Horizontal tempering machine.
Oh, yeah, I had a lot of opinions with that latest Halloween trilogy. I liked the first two, but what the hell was that last one?
Well, the last one was just Christine.
It was Christine,
Oh,
but with Michael
and,
Myers.
and to that point, the newest I Know What You Did Last Summer is just a sequel to Jaws.
Oh, yeah.
Because the whole goddamn movie is just the city being like, well, we can't shut down the 4th of July. We're a tourism town now. That's just Jaws. That's just Jaws.
Yeah.
That's not... Ah! Anyway.
There's a musical of Carrie?
Can only hope. Apparently, so on the subject of...
I love Jason X. I know people crap on that, but Jason X is hilarious.
It reminded me too much of Alien
I think that's what they were
Resurrection.
trying to do.
Yeah.
They were trying to hop on the sci-fi craze at the time.
Hey, did you know that in the novel Dracula, it's a found footage horror novel? Because it's all letters and diary entries about the events taking place. One of the first found footage horror things. Also, apparently tempered glass was went through a bit of an industrial revolution in the 90s due to a horizontal tempering machine. So, yeah. That could make these options a lot easier. Diet versions of Veronica and JD from Heathers.
So
Oof.
Christine is pretty much, it's a John Carpenter book, or no, Stephen King book? John Carpenter movie.
Yeah.
It was made in the 80s, and it's basically about a car that possesses its owner. And, you know, the owner turns into this person who does a lot of terrible things. There's mixed reviews on the movie. It's my brother's favorite movie, so I watched it a lot growing up, and I have a soft spot for it. I think it's a fun film. But the fact that, Michael possesses the dude in the Halloween movie, that's what it reminded me of. And even the character's last name is Cunningham, which is the last name of the character from Christine. So I was like, it was a little too on the nose for me. Oh, we've been asked if we watch VHS. Yes, we've watched quite a few.
Oh.
I love those movies.
Yeah, I love the VHS series.
VHS.
Man, I love a good VHS movie for me in the franchise is when the overarching story is also equally compelling.
We haven't watched
yeah.
the latest one that came out.
No, not yet.
We need to.
That's the one with Alana, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alana from what?
Well,
She was
just Alana.
No, she used to be.
She was
part
in
of
Funhouse and Rooster
yeah.
Teeth, and she
Yeah,
worked at
Rooster Teeth,
Sony, and may or may not be dating Raoul. But, yeah. Block of Ice.
Yeah, I love the cold opening in Halloween. Was it at Kills?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that cold open.
Well,
It was so good.
the cold open in the first Halloween, the cold open in Kills,
Yeah.
the cold open in Ends is just... That's a different movie.
The whole movie feels very disjointed from the overall.
It's not
Yeah.
Halloween. It's just... I don't know. Kills is great. Ends is...
Yeah,
Eh,
it kind of left.
eh.
I wouldn't say it was a bad movie, but it left a lot to be desired for me personally.
I don't know. We watched I Know What You Did Last Summer, and that ending left me happier than Halloween did. So kind of tells me where it's at, man. I don't know.
I just don't want to give away the plot twist because it's still a fairly new movie.
Right,
but the plot twist pissed me off pretty
It's worth
hardcore.
it's worth looking
That's
at.
coming from someone who
It's
I
Jaws, though.
genuinely like the first two movies.
It's Jaws. Okay, so for our Saw Trap, most of the money is going to get spent on glass. The glass doesn't need to be bulletproof, thankfully. Weapons was fucking amazing,
Yeah, Weapons
by
is
the
a
way.
great movie.
Weapons was awesome. Go see it. See it in theaters. Make it the
Yeah.
best horror movie of all time.
I think the whole time we were watching that movie, we kept leaning over to each other being like,
What the
what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? Like, I did not know where the movie was going to go, and I wasn't disappointed with what the twist.
No, it was fantastic.
Yeah, I
Best
did
horror
see
movie
they're
I've seen
doing
in
a
a
new
long
VHS
time.
for Halloween. I did
Yeah.
see that.
Although my dude, Zach Kreger, fucking A, new Resident Evil
I have
movie.
enjoyed-
He's got a sci-fi movie in the works as
Yeah.
well.
I've enjoyed everything he's directed that I've seen.
Fuck.
And I like that, like, Justin Long is now his, like, little
I love it.
cameo guy.
Weapons is so good. Kills ending with the mom was a bit of a bummer. Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree
Yeah.
with that.
Non-campy horror movies are a different breed, especially when they go from campy to non-campy to campy to non-campy. And Halloween definitely did that.
They do. Yeah.
My God. My favorite horror movie of all time is The Blair Witch Project, though, so that should tell you the kind of mood that I'm in when I'm like, when I say I want a horror movie to scare me, that's what I want. I want something that viscerally attacks my nervous system.
That's how I felt the first time I watched Saw as a teenager.
Halloween Ends did not attack my nervous system. It attacked my good sense of judgment. Together or Bring Her Back.
No,
we haven't seen Together.
that. Oh, another good horror movie, Sinners.
Sinners is good.
I loved Sinners as well.
Sinners was really, really good.
That was another movie
Yeah.
I went in not knowing much about it.
Didn't attack my nervous system, but still good.
Oh, yeah.
Alien.
Yeah.
Fuck. Alien's good. How does John acquire newspapers from roughly a decade ago? Yeah, I guess he would... Well, I mean, so... to speak to the point of getting newspapers from a year ago, most newspapers and most public libraries had archival records of newspapers available, and they still do if you go there. So you can get like Xerox copies of newspapers pretty easily. So they don't have to be the newspaper clippings, they could be copies of the newspaper clippings. Also, Elvis, I feel you. I didn't go to the movies for a long time.
Also, we were asked if we were going to see him. We saw the trailer for it, and it looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, we don't go to the theaters very often. Going to see Weapons was the first movie in theaters we saw. Normally, we just wait for things to go to streaming.
Typically. And also, just because of our line of work, when things go to streaming, it's easier to work off of. And also, going to the movies and trying not to think, how do I turn this into a YouTube video? Like, I love Dead Meat. I love the kill count.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine that job because
For everything.
how do you watch any movie without being like 1, 2, 3, no 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5?
they said us and Dead Meat are the reason they went to go see Saw in theaters.
Aw.
Yeah,
Saw.
we did go see Saw for its 20th anniversary because I didn't see the original one in theaters. I had rented it from Blockbuster back in the day.
I was a wee little baby. I was just a child.
So
when
fun
I
fact,
saw
the
it.
only Saw movies I've ever seen in theaters was Saw 2 was the first horror movie I saw in theaters. Actually, 20 years ago when it first came out.
Yeah.
And then Saw X is the only one,
Yeah.
other Saw movie I've seen in theaters.
You got a good pairing on those two.
Right?
Yeah. You've seen
No,
the good
but
ones.
since Saw 2 was I had not even seen the first Saw at that point. I got dragged by friends to go see the sequel.
The twist was surprising, but very unrelatable for you.
Yeah, I so like even to this day, I was like, oh, the twist of Amanda being the apprentice wasn't shocking to me because I was like, oh, I didn't even know who this character was. And I think I spent most of that movie with my hands covering my face because I was genuinely terrified from that movie.
I think John's mostly buying glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I got to figure out the cost of a pane of glass in the 90s.
I know, it's been 20 years since Saw 2. That makes me feel so old. I was like, I was just nothing but a little 15-year-old kid seeing that movie for the first time. No, what really aged me is they're putting Corpse Bride in theaters again for its 20th anniversary, and I remember seeing that movie in theaters when I was a teenager. So that's making me feel real freaking old now.
Oh god, yeah.
I was like, why we're now celebrating 20 years of like some of my favorite movies? Shit.
Welcome to the end game.
I still have I haven't seen Ready or Not. That's still on my list to watch. I've heard a lot of good things. And I saw there's a sequel in the works, or yeah.
To Ready or Not? Would
Yeah.
Ready or Not make a good Foot the Bill?
Because that's where the family plays the game. With
I feel like that
bride.
would be...
That would be a fun cosplay to do. The
That
bride.
would be a fun cosplay. Is Ready or Not a good Foot the Bill, guys? Let me know. Tell me right now. Want to do a poll? I'll do a poll. Let's do a poll. Ready
I
or Not?
guess I don't know too much about Ready or Not. I know I've seen the kill count, but maybe damages.
Poll. I love polls.
Because I know it takes place like in a mansion.
Yeah. Well, it takes place in a house that they own, right?
Yeah, I think the family. I don't know if we'd enjoy doing it. Yeah, the murder hide and seek game. Yeah.
Yeah. Any horror movie where there's some prep. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
That's why I'm patiently waiting for what Blumhouse is going to do with Saw.
I describe the best Foot the Bill videos are in the mastermind genre of horror or action or drama or comedy. Anywhere where there is a mastermind, and they are masterminding a situation. For Ready or Not, if it's weapons from their house, I mean, the weapons got to come from somewhere.
That's true.
So even if it's like a historical halberd from, you know, the French army in the 1500s, like, that's got a price tag on it. Foot the Bill for Batman.
Yeah, right.
Talked about it. What I want to do is I want to compare all the Batmen and find out which one's the richest.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you have broken down.
I
I think I
wanna-
joked that George Clooney's is because he's got the Bat credit card.
I don't know. But like some Batmen talk about owning stock. Sometimes they mention that Wayne Enterprises is
Going back, somebody had asked if Money and Time weren't a thing, what cosplays would I choose? And I said probably Twilight Princess Zelda and
Yeah.
Samus. Now we talking about Batman, specifically Uma Thurman's
Poison
Ivy.
Yeah.
When I saw that movie as a kid, that chemically changed something in my brain that like I just wanted to always dress up like these characters. Oh, video store, man. I miss video stores. My dad used to always take me to local mom and pop shops as a kid. And I have fond memories because my parents split when I was young, so when I would spend weekends with my dad, he would either take my brother and I to the movies or we'd go rent a movie. And he would always let me rent Sailor Moon, Promise of the Rose, even though we had watched it a million times because he knew that movie made me so happy to watch over and over again.
Okay. So... Locked with Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
Locked. I don't know Locked. I'm gonna add it to my list. Because Ready or Not is on my... I have a master list of all the videos that I'd want to cover for the channel.
I know I've put together a list.
There's currently about 30 movies on this list. So you're good for content for a while, at least.
No, I'm excited for y'all to see the Law-Abiding Citizen Foot the Bill. I had never seen that movie before we watched it for this video, and I really liked it.
Whoever kept suggesting Law-Abiding Citizen, I'm so sorry I ignored you for so long. I didn't ignore you. I didn't.
We
I
just
swear.
were trying to hit all the Saw stuff first.
But man, that movie really does feel like it's from the universe of... Like, it feels like if Jigsaw
feels
allowed
like-
himself to get arrested.
Yeah, it feels like
Yeah.
it was Saw fan fiction.
It really does.
So I'm wondering, like, was it? I couldn't find much info
Right.
doing research about it, but...
Video stores are where I became very frightened of Chucky at
Oh,
age 8 after seeing him on the
same.
cover.
I will never
Woof.
forget, going to Blockbuster with my parents and walking past the horror section and seeing Chucky's face on the box art, and it would scare me. And fun fact, when I was about 6, my dad was watching it, and I guess I woke up, went to the living room, and I saw, like, just a little bit of Chucky, and I had nightmares about that damn doll for the longest time. But now Chucky's like one of my favorite horror franchises, so funny how that works out. How much does Sonic spend on shoes? Foot the bill.
You just want me to look at Sonic's feet. I knew it! What's a good Christmas decorations catalog?
There's a cat that's not yours. You've been chosen by the cat distribution.
Oh. You better pet that cat.
See, I'm
Build a
too
fort.
weak. I'd be like, well, this is your home now.
Uh,
This is where Trey has to tell me no.
I mean, we do have two very fat, happy cats,
Yes.
and they need a lot of attention.
They do.
Can you imagine?
They're babies.
Yeah, they couldn't handle a kitten. Okay, so what's a good shopping catalog that would have like
that's
Christmas
like
ornaments?
Saw-biting citizen. It
Ah.
really did feel like a Saw
did.
movie to some degree.
What's a good shopping catalog that would have Christmas ornaments?
Ooh, from like back
The
late
90s.
90s?
Yeah.
I was gonna say there was a store called Garden Ridge that was big on like Christmas decor when I remember being a kid, but they're called
Garden
At Home now. They got bought out, so I don't know if you can even find Garden Ridge era stuff anymore.
Garden Ridge, maybe.
Yeah, we're teaching Oz accounting. Rom is a little too slow to understand.
Garden Ridge opened up a website in 2000, so that wouldn't help me a
okay,
whole
bummer.
lot, unless they had a catalog.
I mean, maybe Sears catalogs?
Sears catalogs are actually pretty hit or miss.
Yeah.
It's a motherfucker.
I'm
Because
thinking
Sears
of,
has been
like-
around for 100 fucking
Right.
years.
Oh yeah, Gerard Butler was phenomenal in Law Abiding Citizen. I loved his acting in that. Same with was it Jamie Foxx that plays Nick? Like they
I
were
love the idea that they were
so-
supposed to be in opposite roles.
Yeah, they originally when they signed on for the movies, they were going to be playing the opposite roles, but I guess right before filming started, they decided to swap, which I'm glad they did because I love the characters they play and how they interact with each other is so good.
Oh, and if you want to know my secret, this is what I do. I sift through fucking catalogs all goddamn day long, trying to find the items on screen and get an approximate price within range of what we're looking at. For Law Abiding Citizen, it was that, but it was a lot of military surplus.
Yeah, so
Holy shit.
I didn't expect that cell phone scene either, and
Ooh, boy.
oh boy, that actually made me flinch when I saw the movie for the first time because I
But
was
you were pet sitting and I was
yeah
here.
you had watched the movie first.
I was watching the movie on
Yeah,
FaceTime with
yeah.
you, and you just heard me go, whoa! Like, just out of nowhere. I was like, this movie's amazing! And it was that scene that made me go, whoa.
So you were like patiently waiting for that scene to happen in the movie.
Yeah.
And so when it happened, I was like,
Wiley,
"Oh Jesus!"
twiddling
I was
the
like, "I
thumbs.
was not ready," because the scene is just so calm.
It's so out of
It's
nowhere.
so out of nowhere, yeah.
It's great. Hey, it's the Walkman, the yellow and gray one.
Oh gosh, I remember playing a lot of Crash Bandicoot as a kid.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I was bad at it, but I played a lot of it.
God, just show me. Oh my God, we had that alarm clock.
Man, this
Show
is bringing me back
ornaments.
to Christmases as a kid.
Show me ornaments. Show me goddamn fucking ornaments. There's 1,000 pages in this catalog!
1,000?
There's 1,000!
Jeez.
Uh,
Oh, look at that cursed Mickey.
where?
Go back. That
Ooh,
cursed
is
Mickey.
that a
What
beanbag?
is it? Look-
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my.
Mickey Mouse with ears beanbag, $59.99.
Oh my god. Oh, is that the Garfield phone?
Yeah, it is the Garfield phone. Holy shit! Wow!
Love it.
What is that? It's G. That is Garfield phone with eyes that move when phone is lifted. Tone pulse
Yeah.
switchable.
People.
$59.99.
$60 back then?
$60.
Jeez.
I know. I know.
That's crazy.
Ugh.
For what? What year is this? 1998?
This is 98 for
Jeez.
Canada. So
Canada. Okay,
you
so a
know,
little bit. Oh gosh.
there will be a currency
I remember
exchange taking
these
place if
little
we can-
like food. Oh, porcelain dolls. My grandma gave me a lot of porcelain dolls when I was a kid.
Oh, you can tell it's Canada because that plate has wolves on it. We got a lot of wolves in Canada. My family's from Canada, actually. So, yeah. Electric trimmers, electric trimmers. Did I skip a... Was there a table of contents at all anywhere?
The only 3D platformer I can say I'm good at is I've played
Oh,
a
there we go.
crap ton of Banjo-Kazooie since I was a kid.
Christmas trim... 468 to 480. Okay, so we do that. 468 to We don't get a lot of foot the bills. Oh,
Jinko jeans.
hell yeah!
I remember those.
That's what I looked
Now,
like.
I was too
in that.
young to be in this fashion, but I had a lot of older cousins that were, yeah, see, those the dresses the girls were wearing, that's what I was sporting at this time.
Everybody thinks the 90s looked like something. It looked like this. It was these colors.
So Nicholas Hoult auditioned to be Superman,
Oh,
but
they
then
gave
he
him
got
Lex
the role
Luthor?
of Lex Luthor. I haven't seen the newest Superman.
I would like to be handsome. You shall be bald. Oh.
I mean, I think Nicholas Holt's a phenomenal actor.
Oh, yeah, no, he's great.
He's really good.
I've watched him 17 times in the menu. What the
The menu.
fuck is that?
What is that?
That's a...
I know we're trying to find ornaments, but we're just
This is also a big part of my research. Just to peel back the curtain, so to speak. This is part of the research. I look up old stuff and I
just like,
see stuff like this, which is a steam capsule.
What is that?
It's a steam capsule, I told you.
Why would you need a steam? Is it like just a sauna machine?
It's a personal sauna.
Gosh.
And then that's an inflatable spa.
Fury Road's a good movie.
Fucking weird.
Very as seen on TV. Yes.
Yeah,
That is what
wow,
this
yeah.
like most of this catalog feels. Oh, is this when they started having the reusable trees?
Yes. This is definitely when plastic trees are
I
starting.
want to say a lot of these decorations I can remember being in my aunt's house because we would always spend Christmas at my aunt's every year.
Did we?
Yeah, did we just go past Christmas ornaments or
Wow,
what?
so that was it? Okay, that's it.
Okay, so
Do we not sell Christmas ornaments in the
Nope.
Sears catalog anymore?
someone did mention looking up old Hallmark
Hallmark?
catalogs.
Hallmark could work.
Maybe
Yeah, we could do that.
their keepsake collection
Ah, yeah. Hallmark.
because they still make ornaments to this day.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Archive.org is such a blessing. Ugh. Started in the year
Oh, Elvis said you could pee in there, and then it reminded me of the pee sauna from Unisanas. If anyone remembers the Unisanas era,
zero. Bless. Hallmark keepsake. There we go.
I was like,
Collector's guide.
why are we doing this, guys?
I don't know if a collector's guide would necessarily give us an idea at least.
Maybe.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just like, I just need a ballpark of how much a clear glass ball Christmas ornament would have cost in the 90s. Oh, and
Oh, that was
okay.
it. What a great book.
I have to buy the book? It's digital!
Oh, missed out on the Unisanas era. That was a crazy era to be part of on the internet. I remember we stayed up till, 2 a.m. to watch their final stream when they deleted the channel. Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay, so here's where I have to use my history brain, right? So a clear glass ornament is pretty cheap today because we have cheap manufacturing in China. Quite literally, this website is called Oriental Trading, and you could just buy... There, boom, there it is. Well, it's plastic, but you get the idea, right? Okay, so aside from cheap manufacturing, if we're going backwards and thinking about how expensive it is to build an ornament and to construct it, is it worth just doing a reverse inflation calculation on a box of clear ornaments from Amazon? It could at least get us in the
Yeah.
ballpark.
You would probably get
Yeah.
them in the ballpark, I
Probably
think.
get us in the ballpark. Okay, so let's see. Let's try Etsy. See what Etsy can do.
Yeah.
Clear glass ball ornaments.
Keep in mind, Etsy might be a little bit more expensive because a lot of the stuff is handmade.
Mm-hmm. But I want to get an idea. It's in the glass ballpark. Nah.
Now, I could see John shopping on Etsy for specifically handmade.
These are plastic and very cheap.
Oh, the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. That's a
Woo!
that's a phrase I haven't heard in a hot minute.
Howdy.
And it's funny that now the Backstreet Boys are actually
Okay.
doing a
we go.
reunion tour, which is funny.
$15.99 for 6.
Fun
We'd
fact,
need a lot.
in the 90s, I was a Backstreet Boys girly.
How many balls are in a ball pit?
How many balls are in a ball?
How many balls in a ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese?
That's a...
I know they're no longer at Chuck E. Cheese's and that they were hygiene concerns, but how many balls in a ball pit? How many balls? Show me the balls. Look at all those balls. How many balls is that, do you think?
Oh gosh, that's how old I would have been in 19.
All these kids have cholera now.
Yeah, that was like 3 years old at this time.
All these children have cholera.
Oh no, I would have been 2. My birthday's in September, so I would have been almost 3 years old.
Oh my god, he named all the kids.
Ah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, how many?
How many balls? 1,000, you think?
No, was it 1,000?
I think it might be more.
More than
Should we get 2,000?
I mean,
Let's say
yeah, it does
2,000.
does depend on the size.
If they're glass, they might break.
Now
We
keep
should
in mind
double.
when they
Triple?
did the needle pit, when I watched behind the scenes on it, I believe they had roughly 100,000 needles, and it still wasn't enough. All these kids died? Oh no.
Those kids died. Wait, no, we can use math for this. I'm an idiot. Okay, so let's say the ball pit is what, 2 feet deep? Yeah, 2 feet deep. And let's say it's.
Oh, did everyone's moms like ordering from Oriental Trading? Because mine also liked ordering from it too when I was a kid.
God. Classy AF.
I remember my mom used to always get the catalogs too, and I'd be like, "What is this?"
The ball pit is typically 10 to 15 feet deep? What the fuck? What kind of ball pit is 10 to 15 feet deep?
I don't think I ever.
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
You'll
Especially
die in
little
there.
kids being in there. What
You'll just
the-
get sucked straight down.
Yeah. No, that's it. Ball pits from. I'm trying to remember from being a kid. Ball pits were probably no deeper than like
I'm gonna say 5,000.
3-4 feet, maybe 5 feet, maybe.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do, right? It's a rough guesstimate because, you know, we're streaming and I want to make dinner and I'm hungry. But
Oh, do we have to do a part 2 to this?
No. We'll get in the ballpark, the glass ballpark, and I think we can call it there. So Etsy has glass ornaments for $15.99 for 6, right? So keep that in mind. Let's say John wants 6,000 glass balls just to make sure that he has
He likes to be extra. So...
extra, right? I looked up how many balls in a ball pit, and Bing was like,
Yeah, apparently it was just like ball
pits.
pits were removed for hygiene.
Yeah.
Which now I'm like, oh, no one cared about hygiene when I was a kid, man.
Right. A history of the ball pit. The ball pit. I gotta join Vox. Why?
I swear, everything is you have to join something to
The
read an
internet
article.
sucks. Oh, there. I'll just go reader mode. 70s, 80s.
Yeah, because it really probably just depends on how big.
It depends on the size of the ball pit. This is mostly what Afton's trap is going to look like.
Oh,
but
yeah.
They're electrocuted.
Oh.
So. Oh, and we also need the conductive grease for that as well.
Oh, there's conductive grease?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Conductive grease. Yeah, we need that. And UV paint to mark one of the balls. UV paint. I'm sure that like Chuck or Fazbear would have UV paint, but I don't want to.
Is conductive grease just Vaseline?
Is Vaseline electrically conductive?
Oh.
Is it? No.
That's not.
No, it is not. No, we found a conductive electrical stuff. There we go. Electroconductive coating. Yeah. So it's indium tin oxide, apparently, is one such conductive coating that you can get. They use it in like solar panels and stuff. Now, so what we're doing. So if, say, 18 for 18. It's $1 each.
I would say realistically, probably in the 90s, it probably was $1 each.
You think $1 each?
I-
Think that's fair?
I think so.
Maybe.
I can remember ornaments being roughly about that price.
You think John would spend $6,000 on ornaments?
John will spend anything to get his point across, so yeah, I do think he would probably
I think
spend.
John would spend $6,000. UV paint is perpetually like $5. Not even. This would have been specially made, so really he's just using his own tools, paying for the glass.
Can keys be made out of glass?
They can.
Okay.
Yes. But you can also make it out of, like, resin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be difficult. I mean, it would look like glass,
Yeah.
you know? And I know for a fact that, like, acrylic was very widely available in the 90s, because Lord knows we had a bunch of acrylic shit. So, let's see. Right, conductive grease, though. That's going to be interesting. Electrically conductive grease. How many micro cassette recorders have you bought over the years? Rhetorically speaking, there's 40 in the Saw video game alone, I want to say. I think I even made a little graph of all of the micro cassette recorders. He's propped up the entire micro cassette recorder economy in the 2000s. No, not that many. Yeah, it's probably on par with like a business that bought a bunch for employees. I'd say like a local newspaper. Oh yeah, we're making Michael put the hooks in himself, yeah. Oh really? Nice.
Oh man, what was it like working at a Radio Shack?
Do tell, do tell. I have only ever worked at Hot Topic and this. No, I'm kidding. I've had other jobs.
No,
but it feels like
my first job when I was 16 was working at Claire's at the mall. So it's weird seeing that Claire's might be going out of business. I keep seeing they are going out of business. They got bought out by something, I'm not sure. But I'm like, oh, that was my first job. Having to be pushed to cell phones. That's what it was like working at Claire's. Like, they wanted us to just push ear piercings so much, and I hated it.
You start punching holes in those kids' ears, I swear to God.
I hated piercing ears there. That was my least favorite thing to do. And they barely trained you for that.
Improves electrical performance. Okay. This might cost a bit. Dielectric grease.
Oh, Walmart that a meth lab was found under. What the hell?
Wow. That is... Wait. Okay, let me read out that comment for the future. Where is it? Point it to me.
From Vex to Box.
Vex. I remember my first job was at some Walmart they found a meth lab under. How do you put a meth lab under a Walmart?
I got so many questions.
That's amazing. Man. The ingenuity.
I want to know how
crackheads.
was that discovered? Yeah, everyone got lobotomies at Claire's. Yay!
Ayo. Wow.
They tunneled to it? Holy shit.
Now,
not the meth lab under a Walmart, yeah. Holzer, Walmart, same day.
right. Now, I gotta ask, was this in America? This had to be, because it's Walmart. Okay.
I believe Walmart's America.
Those scrappy Americans and their desire to make meth not at home, but within proximity. Oh.
When a fire broke out. Jeez, New York, wow. That's crazy.
Upstate New York? Come on.
Not gonna lie, that's Walmart behavior, though.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
That is wild. I've never heard that story. Oh, fun fact. Since we're in Houston, if y'all know Galveston Island, it's about half an hour from where we are. There's a infamous Walmart there.
Oh yeah,
that's haunted.
Yeah.
Supposedly, a lot of workers say specifically the toy section is haunted because if y'all know anything about the Great Flood of the 1900s.
1900 hurricane.
Yeah, 1900 hurricane. There was an orphanage that was at that location, and a bunch of kids died. And, Walmart's been there for ages. And yeah, apparently the ghost of the kids just, mess with toys and stuff there. So yeah, we have a haunted Walmart in Galveston.
Harbor Freight does not have dielectric grease.
Boo.
This makes things difficult. Okay, well... Let's say he got... I might just have to use inflation calculator on this. All right.
See that pushing recorders back working at Radio Shack. Were recorders popular at all? Yeah. Oh yeah, Galveston has so many haunted places.
Walmart has a unique capacity for being the absolute worst in any given situation. 2025.
It was built within a drain pipe? That's even crazier.
That is wild.
What? How do you build a pipe in a drain pipe? Oh my gosh. Building on the ruins of an orphanage is very Walmart. Yeah. I mean, Galveston Island in itself is very cursed. What's the theory that, like, you know, I don't know how many people died in that hurricane in 1900, but there's just
thousands.
There's just thousands of
every square inch of
buried bodies on the island. Yeah. Yeah, Galveston is very cursed.
Spare ovens.
I could see business people and students using recorders back in the day.
I don't think this thing knows how to return my searches, actually.
Uh-oh.
Would John buy a new oven, or would he buy an old oven? He'd buy an old oven. Could also just go to a
I
gym
bet
bar.
Louisiana is haunted as hell, too. I've only been in Louisiana once. I visited Baton Rouge with a friend of mine. Fun fact, a good friend of mine, she's from Louisiana, and she was from a small town called Slaughter.
I asked Slaughter, Louisiana.
Slaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fun fact to her. She's like, I'm from a town called Slaughter. And I was like, you mean like actual slaughter? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, what the hell?
I think everybody got suspicious of Kramer's purchases. But yeah, Slaughter, Louisiana.
Ooh, what was it like working at Sears, too?
Oh. Heating element. Okay. If ghosts are bound to a place and they die, does that mean they're somewhere in that space? Well, that Walmart is haunted. They're like toys will fall off shelves and stuff, and they've done seances.
It's been like countless workers over the last 30, 40 years.
It's been ghost hunted.
Yeah, it's many paranormal people have checked it out. Even countless workers have said weird crap, and only specifically in the children's section. Like, balls will just roll out of nowhere, toys will get knocked off the shelf. Oh, I forgot Sears had a lawn and garden section. Gosh. I just remember my mom taking me to Sears for back to school clothing shopping.
I think now that we've
Oh, do you think John was ever put on some kind of watch list?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, actually probably not, because given his relationship to construction and his access to materials, I don't think he was on any watch list. That dude was too rich.
It's so funny. My dad's a maintenance guy. He's been a maintenance guy like my whole life. But he's got a shed where he just has countless tools. I remember Trey and I were visiting his house, and we just looked at his shed of copious amount of electrical tools, and I was like, man, you could definitely build a saw trap out of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, I think I've got it. So, glass at minimum is going to be $4,500 in panes of glass, because I know that we've priced that out before. Timers, I estimated approximately 10 of them, so $250. Conductive grease, I think you spent $200 on conductive grease. Ornaments, this is the big one. To fill a ball pit and to make sure that they don't all shatter, $6,000. That's take it or leave it. UV paint, $5. Glass key, $85. Having a board system of locks that activate electrical switches, it's not that complicated, $150. The block of ice is smaller than... what did we charge for the other? $45. Ovens used, $500. And copies of newspaper prints, $5. Everything else is scavenged from on site.
Oh yeah, I remember Sears having the tool section.
I think William Afton's saw trap room, series of rooms, his trial. Oh, he does have to make the block of ice himself. Yeah, so actually, water, so free.
Not like
It's not like
Eric
Eric's
Matthews,
blocks of ice now.
Yeah.
No, we cooler than that.
Oh, they found the news report. Yeah, they had built it into a drain pipe.
6 feet tall.
In
Plenty.
the
Oh yeah,
parking
that's
lot.
plenty of space.
There was 6-ish feet
Yeah.
tall. Plenty. Wow.
Yeah.
And meth-related activities.
So I will say, I think the cost of this trap really came down to the fact of the location. The fact that we're in a restaurant, an arcade with a stage, animatronics. There's a workshop that we know of with parts to replace broken things. I mean, we talk about spare ovens, but really he just needs multiple, multiple heating elements. Heating elements are not hard to do. It's metal, it's electricity, it's plugged in, it heats, right? So much of this is just repurposing what you're working on. Most of it is those stupid little glass ornaments. And that's, I'm not gonna lie, I'm confident with that estimation because filling a ball pit with glass balls is sadistic in a lot of ways. But most of this just comes from
John's extra costs always come from the most
Yeah.
mundane things. It's just he has an excessive amount of it.
Oh, the excessive mundanity is his fucking bread and butter. So let's add it up. We got. Here, I'll open my calculator. There we go. Okay. So we've got.
What about the wall in between the oven and the freezer?
I mean, honestly, here's what I'm thinking. Just bring all the ovens over to the freezer. Like, just crowd them in, you know? Make it like a whole fucking thing. Because, again, ovens are just, What could you build a saw trap out of? Something that just happened to me. Have your girlfriend dump you after 3 years of living together. Woof. Ah, that sucks. That sucks. I watched a video where a guy boiled water using a plastic tub, an empty bag of chips, a toothbrush, a bit of wire, and a battery. See? I'm telling you, like, heat is pretty easy. But let's add this up. So that's 4,500 plus 250 plus 200 plus 6,000 plus 5 plus 85 plus 150 plus 500 in random stuff that you need to make ovens work. That equals, okay, so that's not terrible. That's $11,695 roughly. And yeah, the replacement ornaments is in the 6K, I'm gonna say. And in 2025, that would cost approximately, because inflation is going fucking wild lately, so it'll probably be insane. 695, calculate. All right. $23,539.23 in 2025. That is not bad. All in all, not bad. And again, I think a lot of that comes down to we built the traps to fit the space, right? Like if he went to the zoo and he built animal-based traps, that'd be one thing, but he didn't. We built traps that made sense to the location. And John's always been a thrifty bitch. I don't think that's necessarily out of the ordinary. I don't think that's too bad. That's not far off. I think we did good work here. I think we did pretty... Location. This was fun. I like this. I'm gonna say this is well done. Well done. I love inflation. Do you know what the inflation rate between 1997 and 2025 is? It's 101%. It's just a little over double.
Dang.
Just congratulations. That's the cumulative inflation rate. I'm impressed with us. We did good today. We did real good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do? This whole dream board of chaos and nonsense, with all of the little sketches and stuff, I'm going to make this look just a little bit better. And I will upload it as a wallpaper.
The question is, does he live?
Oh, does he live?
Yeah.
God, I hope so. Well, no, Michael would probably kill him, right? And then that's the story of the animatronics killing him in the Springtrap.
Oh, okay.
Boom! Not only did we write better FNAF lore, we made it Saw. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of what we did here today.
It's Afton, he'll be fine.
Yeah, no, he'll come back. He always
Will
comes
you
back.
live is the real question. Are y'all excited for the
Can you
new
live
FNAF
with it?
movie in a couple months? Think it comes out in December?
I think so.
Everything's better adding John Kramer, yes. I
Mm-hmm.
do agree with that. That's why I'm just waiting for what Blumhouse's move is going to be now that they have acquired Saw.
I'm excited. I have faith in them.
So from everything I'm seeing, because I follow a ton of Saw, like, people, that it looks like we might not get that sequel to X, but we're not going to have quite exactly a reboot, because, like, James and Lee are coming back, but they know how precious the series is to the fans, but they want to bring in new audiences, but they don't want to upset the hardcore fans.
Mm-hmm. They'll have to balance it very carefully, but I trust them. Honestly, at this point, so it's not going to be a reboot. They're still
Yeah.
keeping most of the Saw in there. I'm wondering if they're going to just cut some stuff out.
So I heard, I don't know, a lot of the fans thought, because like I'm always in the Saw Reddit looking at what people are talking about, a lot of people thought Blumhouse might reboot it, because that's what they tend to do. But since James and Lee are back on the project, they don't want to do a full reboot, but they want to do something new. So I heard there's a possibility they might do the Halloween theme and cut the timeline, question mark?
Maybe.
I wouldn't be opposed to that,
That wouldn't be terrible.
but I think the timeline needs to be cut after Saw 2
Mm-hmm.
to branch off from there to not kill John. So I don't know. Yeah, see, Elvis, I agree with that. I would say break the timeline after Saw 2 and have John live. And I would be open to a timeline variation. Now, from everything I'm reading, yes, Tobin Bell is still going to be playing John, and we're all on board for that. Yeah, they do regret killing John. So I wouldn't be opposed if we split the timeline after Saw 2, because then that would still make X canon.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
I think it's worth recognizing that, like,
Man, I want to meet Tobin Bell so bad, but like he never comes to any conventions near us, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
the Saw franchise is a lot of things. At its heart, it's meant to be good stories about broken people and navigating that.
Yeah,
And it's supposed to have a good twist.
I do think it's weird to have, out of all the people, that Jeff is the one to kill John. Like,
Yeah, waste.
I don't hate Jeff as a character, but I know what Dead Meat has coined him, slow ass motherfucking Jeff.
Slow ass motherfucking
Oh,
Jeff
Saw X
indeed.
is so good. It's one of my next favorite Saw movies. It's so well done.
I'm a big fan of it. But I think that's Amore.
Yay!
I think we did it. I think we did good here. I think we successfully put William Afton through hell.
Purple guy.
And, you know, it's a very clear list and trap design. I don't know how you couldn't get it any clearer than this. Look at that. It's fantastic. So what I'll do is I'll post this little wallpaper and anybody can use it for their
I love
their
watching
computer.
Saw not because of the gore and horror.
Yeah.
I love it because it's just
I don't-
crazy soap opera.
I don't like gore. I like soap operas
Yeah.
and I like money. When the moon hits your eye like a big Freddy
Oh, they
Fazbear's
better
pizza
bring
pie.
back John's backwards cat,
It's
man.
Amore. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're gonna go make some dinner.
And then John's been doing. Yeah, see, people are
Mm-hmm.
people like the idea of splitting the timeline. Yay!
This was fun.
Yeah, this was fun.
This is fantastic. I'll put up a little poll to decide what we do next. We could play a video game. We could
Unless we want to build
read
another
more
trap.
fan fiction. We can figure out another trap. This was really fun. Thanks everybody for turning out.
Yay.
And go out there,
Sorry,
go
I missed
chill.
half of it. I went out to lunch with some friends of mine.
That's fine. Go hang out. Go play a video game.
Old
Read
man, yeah.
Read some old man yaoi. Find me some old man yaoi. You know, give me a slice.
I kind of want to do a playthrough of the quarry because I really liked playing that.
Yeah, you want us to play the quarry?
Yeah,
We can play the quarry. We can do that.
I'm a big fan of that game.
All right. Well, this is fantastic. Thanks, guys. We love you.
Bye.
And remember, we're here to make stuff. If you're here to watch. Bye.